Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Jess, and in today's pick a card, we'll be looking into who is starting to catch feelings for you. And when I say feelings, I mean romantic feelings, just to be clear. We're going to look into their energy, also known as their vibe, and then we'll get some more information about who this person is. But maybe we'll also find out some additional messages, information about this person that could be significant about someone you know or something like that. So there are 4 groups, decks, crystals to choose from. Group 1 with the celestial quartz, also known as candle quartz, or the other way around. Then we have stay please. Then we have group 2 with the lapis lazuli. Let me just okay. Then we have group 3 with the rose quartz turtle thingy. It's just turning toward the camera to say hello. With to say hello. Okay, let's get you back in place. Good. Then we also have group 4 with the green quartz. Okay, so if you need a moment to find out which group you feel most drawn to, which can at times be more than one, you can pause the video or wait for the meditation moment where you are given like something like 10 minutes and some music and these options to give yourself some time to think about, whatever you want. So yeah, to not be too like you need to choose right now, but yeah, you can do that. Do not forget to like this reading if you enjoyed it, so I know what you guys are interested in and what I can lean towards making in the future. And yeah, that's that. The timestamps for each group are in the description box down below, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. So we will be looking into who is starting to catch feelings for you. So let's get started with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. Let me just put this to the side. There we go. And we're going to look into the energy of the person who is catching feelings for you. So who is this zebra? Oh, right. I forgot to... Where's that book? Here. No, don't fall down, please. I have like some guidebooks like on the shelf and they're kind of falling down. Okay. Because as much as I love this deck, the guidebook is big. So, right. Success. What I heard before even starting this reading is that this person has already had this sort of crush on you for a longer period of time. Let me just look into the thingy book, what it has to say. No. Oh, I need to look it up. Okay. Let's see. Oh gosh. Just be patient. I'm looking. No, that's tiger. Zebra. Oh, they remind me of ESFP. They remind me, don't think necessarily that this is this person, but they remind me of Donkey from Shrek. But, you know, well, I can't help you there anyway. I mean, he is adorable though. Swallow. Right. Evoke. Angel of Strength. The Moon. And I am ready. Okay, so before I'm able to understand all of this, it doesn't always happen that I need some time. I think I'm gonna add already, like, add some other cards to see if there's something specific, because if there's too much information, it's like, give me like something that I can, like, you know, something too much information, or it's like possibilities, but not like something that really is the case, then I get confused. Okay, so who is catching feelings for group 1? I definitely feel this person to be a very gentle creature, someone who doesn't want any harm to any human being. They are very, I'm hearing the word developed. I just don't know what that is, what that means for like right now. So advanced or elaborate to a specific specified degree. Yes, I use Google Translate sometimes, because sometimes there's something that I'm missing about the word. Anyway, even though this gives me, of course, like donkey vibes from Shrek, I do not feel like this is literally how this person is all the time. I feel that this person is someone who's very laid back and just lets life happen the way that it needs to. I feel like they are very creative and very open-minded toward new, I'm hearing responsibilities, to new possibilities, to new responsibilities, whatever that means. So, for example, first they live alone, now they suddenly have 5 cats. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily something like as if they're carrying a burden, you know? I mean, I don't know whether this person will feel like that will be a burden, but it's like they are always open to considering new situations or aspects, or new, just trying something new and sticking to it when they know that they can't go back, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel that they are like very responsible for their very being, very gentle, and they're very compassionate and always trying to make other people happy and trying to make the best out of everything, even if it's not a lot. Like, this person could have been someone who identified with being not really on the wealthy side of life, or having grown up in a not very stable environment, so they know, like, I feel like they know that their care is what they can give, and it's not necessarily monetarily, but it's definitely through their heart. Like, they want to this is a perfect example, actually, because this person, this character that I'm having in my head, is also an ESFP, but it's not like donkey version, like that extremely well, I'm being reminded, like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? It's almost like here with like, are we ready? Are we ready? Like, it's almost like that. But I'm being reminded of Gabe from Life is Strange 3. Life is Strange True Colors. He is a very beautiful example of who this person is. Very much partner material. They are goofy. They like to do things. They like to, well, they are very much aware of their mistakes, and that they know that they can make it and should make it better. I'm glad that I'm having a sort of reference to who this person is. I'm not necessarily saying that someone who has a crush on you is literally Gabe. I mean, they can be called Gabe, like, what, it doesn't even matter, but, and they may have brown hair. Brown silky hair. I don't know why it said silky, but I'm being reminded of the animal, the silky, or it's not an animal, that's, I don't even know what it is. Like, I hear the words once or twice in my life, and then I remember it, but also not. Okay, so if you know that game, which I'm not a movie kind of person, at least not a lot, but I am a game kind of person. Like, those are the movies. Even though they're literally not movies, they're stories. Okay, like, I'm not going to explain any further. Anyway, so I'm being reminded of Gabe, of like how he, for example, as a teenager has been a little bit of a wreck. Well, not wreck himself, but like made reckless decisions. But as an adult, he tried to really form his life, tried to start a family, and he tried to, like, when you will go into his rooms, then you will see notes about, for example, like that he wants to apologize to certain people, or really not just apologize, but really pay them back, or for mistakes they've made. Like, people like Gabe, honestly, or people like this person, we need more of those people in our lives. Like, if Gabe would make have a party, and then like I'd be like really bothered because of the noise, whatever, like at me as a person, and Gabe would come to my door apologizing and with a bouquet or whatever, like, that's kind of how Gabe is. That's really how I really see this character as well. Like, I would immediately forgive him. Like, wow, like, they want to have fun, but at the same time they really care about other people's. Like, I'm literally having like my hand like on my heart, or like on my underneath my on my chest, like on my heart, but as if like I can expect this person to be someone who makes mistakes, but someone who really makes the best of it, and who wants to offer their greatest apologies for whatever mistakes they've made. I don't know who the heck this person is. I mean, it will be a little bit strange to literally know who this person is. I mean, as a reader, not as a viewer. But Angel of Strength, at the beginning I was like, what the heck do I have in front of me? But that was, and I have to take responsibility for that, because I was doing that myself. I immediately got reminded of, like, I was looking at the book, and I was reminded of Shrek with Donkey, and I was like, why does that energy not at all match up with what's happening here? Something is just confusing. So, in the end, it kind of, like, as soon as I laid all the cards down, I needed a moment to let it sink in. I just paused the recording. I'm hearing the word sneaky, so they're very sneaky. Like, I think it's interesting how it says, I am ready, and here we have the hands in front of the eyes, as if, like, trying to hide away from that. So, like, if you want a better sort of example, other than just me saying blah, 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 I don't want to tell you what to do, but if I would, for example, try to explain things to myself, I would, like, watch that character, watch that thing that I did, what was being mentioned. So when, for example, when a reader mentions, like, oh, I'm hearing the song this and this in my head right now, sometimes I'm like, okay, so let me just look it up. It sounds interesting. Sometimes I'm, positively surprised. Sometimes I'm like, okay, let's just not listen to this ever anymore. Not because, whatever. It's just not my kind of, like, it just ruins my mood. No offense, of course. Especially when it's, like, hip-hop or rap music. I'm sorry to all the ones who like it, but I cannot stand it. I feel like my brain is, like, that music just burns my brain in a way, and my ears. Anyway, I feel like this person can appreciate a lot of different things. Like, they really are they really don't judge people. Like, I know it's a little bit of a weird thing to say, because, like, as humans, we are made well, not necessarily made for that. I stutter sometimes, a lot of times, especially with words. I wanted to say something. First, I was talking about how I would watch or listen to something that a reader recommends or says, and which is interesting because I actually do sometimes listen to people, only if I actually trust their judgment. Like, if it's someone who doesn't have the taste that I have, then I'm not going to listen to their, I'm just roasting myself the entire time, like, during the reading. Like, I bet no one is that, feels that necessary urge to just roast me. I'm doing it myself. Like, I don't need other people to do it. Like, I'm constantly in a roasting mode, which sometimes is funny. Anyway. Anything else? I wanted to take the deck and see if there's anything, like, more information. What I noticed is that shuffling just made me focus a lot more. So, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna take this shimmer with glamour, confidence, alert, charisma. Yeah, definitely. Like, this person, honestly, how would I explain this? I feel like this person is definitely someone who is very easily liked by other people because they just are so open for everyone. Like, they don't dislike. Right, that's what I was talking about. Like, that they're not really someone to judge other people. Because they think that everyone has their own taste and everything is like, I don't know, like, if like, honestly, I'm thinking about Gabe again, and like, I will just imagine, like one of their friends, or just people in general, because he is very liked by, like, pretty much everyone, like, how he would, like, I just imagine, like, don't mind me, like, imagining, in like, certain scenarios with, like, a very much of a make-up character, just so you know. But I just imagine talking to Gabe and letting them, oh my god, what am I doing? I'm just imagining walking up to such an energy as this one and being like, so what do you think of this? So I'm, like, letting them know my kind of music, like, sharing of who I am. And I do not do that easily because I don't like it, because people, always have some sort of opinion, or that's just my perception, and I could be wrong. But come on, like, humans. But I will just imagine me doing that and this person being like, oh, that's so cool. And they will be just interested to know about that. Like, even if that's not their hobby or their thing, like, they will still be open to listen to that. Like, which is something, well, honestly, I just realized I was talking about ESFP energy, and my entire thing is, I am the exact opposite. I'm an INTJ. So I just realized why I think that this person is pretty cool, because they are responsible, but also just enjoy to have, like, enjoyment. I pretty much admire a lot of ESFPs. I mean, it's not really like, even though it's like the complete opposite, like, ESFPs still have, or still are, like, using the very same functions as I am, but just the other way around. So what I'm good at is what they may struggle with, and what they are good at is what I struggle with. Simple, right? I mean, if you want to know more about something like that, and I'm hearing if you also resonate with being also identify with being an INTJ, then I don't know. But I think I met an ESFP once, and I actually was able to get along fine with them. Like, even like really funny conversations. Like, they were just kind of doing it, and I just love it. Anyway, that's just that was just funny. I mean, they did say, like, an INTJ is secretly also, like, also just loves to really be a completely weird kind of human being, which is something that I absolutely agree with. But that's just from my point of view. I can't speak for other people. Anyway, so it's this person. Confidence, glamour, allure, charisma. Who is this person? Please, can you give me some information? You know, that's the thing. This person, like, their energy, they're just making me weird. I mean, I was already weird, but I am right now expressing my weirdness. I'm not shy with being weird. I just am not comfortable with people who have a certain bad kind of thing with that. Secret doorway, working with intuition, second sight opening, dimensional doorways, and we have Green Man's Bride. Well, that sounds good. We have number 39, number 38, and number 5. We also have 10, 20, 30, 32 with success. Number 50. What was that? Number 19. I remembered that. It's not on the card, but it's in the book. Like, guidebook. It's number 19, right? Like, I don't even feel the need to look it up, but... yeah, number 19, swallow. Which, as I got that deck, I thought, like, swallowing, like, you know, like, as if you, like, put food or water or whatever in your stomach, but swallowing is, like, what else? I almost don't want to talk about it, because as I start a conversation, and I have the tendency to not, or start a certain topic, and I'm like, yeah, I don't even know why I started this topic to begin with. So now I feel the need to do that, because maybe it's relevant or whatever. Oh, a swallow is a small bird with dark, glossy blue backs, red throats, pale underparts. That sounds okay. I'm not gonna comment on that. And long tail streamers. I feel like I just don't know the language English enough to appropriately respond to those things. Or I don't know. A small bird. Why are swallows special? Symbols of good luck and positive change. We do have the number 5 here, just saying. And 19, so 1, 9, so 20 actually, but 1, 9, 10 go back to 0, so it's like also like a little bit like an ending or a change. Like, I really do feel like they take a lot of time to really process their own emotions, to really process what is going on inside them. I do want to look into this card for a second. Some extra information could always be useful. Just don't mind me. Sometimes my brain, or sometimes my ego brings up some negative thoughts or whatever, and I just kind of, my mood is ruined. So what was the card? Evoke. 31. To actively call forth. Oh my gosh. It's as if I'm learning English for the first time. Magic, plea, rituals, seance, or whatever. Saman, witch. And a blockage position will be you are too desirous, if that is even a word, of and open to outside opinion and influence, which it's not blocked because it's upright. Is it just me, or are sometimes words just too complicated to deal with? Like, sometimes I'm like, I get it, but please don't continue talking because I'm going insane. More or less. Sacred union, commitment, ceremony, maturing into deep relationship. What? Oh, right, bride. Let's, wake up my brain for a moment. Hi, Green Man's Bride. Okay. Secret doorway. Spirit, is there anything more about this person? Yeah, okay, like I'm seeing like I'm seeing like a reference. I'm seeing like a scene of like Gabe. I don't even know if it's true or not, or if it's actually in that game. But sometimes I just imagine characters, or not imagine, but I'm being given like a scene of characters, which are either real or not real, and then that's my knowledge or whatever, intuitive knowledge. But right now I'm seeing like Gabe as like looking like at Alex, I think, as if she's like trying to hide something. Like I don't even know if that actually happened, but as if like, like almost like tilting his head a little bit, like trying to kind of like um, eyes a little bit not close, but like as if you're trying to really look hard or really look into what someone is thinking, something like that. It's like really like, okay, so what is going on in that brain of yours? What's going on in that little head of yours? Like it really feels like this person is very, very caring. Like they really want to get to know someone. They really want to, well, not just someone, but they want to get to know more about what's going on. Like they do not want that secret, like secret doorway. Like they want to know like what's inside that door, like what is hiding behind or in that tree. Is that a tree? I guess so. Who the cards are they just barely are in the frame. Jeez. Well, that's good. Anyway, so let's look into some more specific tarot cards, into who this person is, anything else that you need to know. So I feel like this person, the way that you may know like who this person is or like their behavior, or if you know who I'm talking about. If you don't, then you may find out soon, or you may want to choose another group, or you may already know. Or you may already be in a flippant relationship or friendship. Can be anything, doesn't matter. Like it's not necessarily like it's just like real care, like really wanting to get to the bottom of things and help someone else out, because they are also able to help themselves out. So they want to share that what they can and what they're able to do with other people. It's very beautiful, honestly. I feel like they also enjoy children's company. Like, they just like it because then they can also just, like, be their silly, childlike self with them as well. Like, it's not necessarily about, like, literally playing around and following butterflies or something. Well, actually, but you know what I mean? Let me try and explain, at least for myself. It's like, like, I don't see them as a, like, really, like, how do I explain? Like really looking into people's and even children's, like, I mean, children are also people, but like kids' interests, or like specific children, I don't know, but they enjoy like spending time with those because that allows them like to be a very like mature kind of child. In a way, like, they're able to, like, I mean, again, like, ESFP energy, I mean, even, like, let me just show you, where is it? Where is the guidebook? Okay, here it is. And I kept the page open, awesome, that book open. Here it says, I wrote some things down, don't mind me. It's just a guidebook, it's not like I literally ruined something. Okay, ESFP type. I really wrote it down as I was looking at it, and I just, for myself to be able to read the things that are most important or whatever. So it's not even like a choice. It pretty much comes down. It was meant to be. Anyway, but they're able to really listen to children and to not treat them like babies, but to treat them like kids, but to treat them with freedom. Not to treat them like as if they're stupid, but to treat them as if they are able to just freely and openly just explore questions and their surroundings and something like that. Like they like maybe they're a teacher or like maybe they like spending time with, or like they have like not like a job, but like they work as like I don't know about social worker, but they involve themselves with kids in some kind of way, or maybe they have a family, like Gabe has in the game. Whether it actually is his family or not, like it's just like family is what you can see family as, like literally the family that you grew up with, like biological or whatever, but you can also just look at it as like friends and just love, you know, like it doesn't have to be so based on just those little small things. Just a moment. Oh, right, I need to... Where's the guidebook? This is a new deck, and it's very pretty, but it has certain words that does not necessarily... What is this? Huh? I'm confused. Okay, so... But certain decks have certain different titles, words, or something for things like, what the hell is generosity? Huh? What is that? So we're gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that in a second. You know, the funny thing is as well, I'm listening right now to music, which is also, well, not, I don't know about made for, but that's music that they also used in Life is Strange Before the Storm. So there's something about Life is Strange that could be significant here. I don't know, but, well, whatever aligns with your situation. I'm hearing independent thinker. Anything else, Spirit, that needs to come through about this person? By the way, me saying like that brown hair, it is as significant as... okay, I'm not going to say that. It's as significant like as the color of shirt that I'm wearing. It's absolutely not at all significant to the reading itself. If it resonates for you, then it's just like extra confirmation, but it doesn't, if you don't know anyone with brown hair, you know, if you, yeah, then it doesn't have to be brown hair. Like that's just not, you know, it all depends on energy and vibe and shit. I mean, here we have black hair, here we have red hair, here we have white hair, so it doesn't matter. But it could also be longer hair. But again, like, it's just based on your situation. It doesn't matter in the end. In the grand scheme of things, at least. So let's see what else you need to know about this person. And with the same card falling out that wanted to fall out before, which I took back because I was like, wait a second, I'm not there yet. So generosity of water, cool. I guess I need to get used to this. What is tarot? I have a sort of feeling that I already know what tarot is. Just a moment. Okay, so I found out a little more about it. I just adjusted the booklet a little bit. So curiosity is page, velocity, generosity is queen of cups, which does make sense a lot. Because I was mentioning this person's very empathetic. This person really is very caring and wants to know about their peers, is what I just heard. So it's like the Queen of Cups. It's like, yeah, which is, by the way, INFJ energy. But they do have that part in them that is very, very caring, very nurturing, and really also has intuitive nudges, or not just nudges. Like, I'm just speaking in a way of like general. Like, let's okay, generosity, emotional intelligence, the heart's depths, surrender. Oh, all right, if you say so. Surrender, offering nourishment in return. like this person is very caring, charismatic, whether like they may like the color blue, or they may be very in touch. They may be like a water sign, but they could also be an earth sign. Libra could also be the case, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm not an expert on that in these kind of things. So even, okay, it's not meant in any offensive way, but even if someone would like say like, yes, I'm a quad this, I'm like this kind of sign, whatever, and this, it's like, you know, I'm glad you were able to share that with me, but at the same time, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I still understand, like, you're saying that because you wanted to share that, and that's okay. Like, I get, like, I remember myself, like, also sharing, like, almost, like, my entire life, or, well, not, that's not true, but that's, like, a very long-ass story about someone, and I would also be like, yeah, that's true, and that's true, and that's true, when I was, like, really, wow, they really did a great job on picking up on that, like, how did they do that, and all that stuff. Anyway, what I meant with that is, I get it, but at the same time, like, you know, astrology is not really one of my greatest strengths. Unlike you, maybe. I don't know. So let's get more information. What else do you need to know about this person? Spirit, what else does group 1 need to know about who is crushing on them, who is catching feelings for them? We have we have another generosity with generosity of fire, which is Queen of Wands. Okay. No. Like, let's chill. So, blocked off like that. So it could be that they are distracted by things that are happening outside of them, or like, for example, like they are focusing too much on people. Which I don't necessarily think, but let me just look into the thingy and let's see if that has anything else to say. Right. Independent and authenticity. I feel like this person is independent, but I do feel like they have like a certain small, tiny bit of clinginess to them. Whether they are clingy or not, I don't know, but all in all, like, I feel like they're a very emotionally intelligent person, someone who really is also very caring, empathetic about other human beings. Like maybe they just feel like they are not able to live in a joyful way because, for example, they made a mistake with you or whatever. Like, not that you are a mistake, but they hurt your feelings or whatever, and because of that, like, they feel so guilty because maybe that has been, like, the reason because of that has been because they were a little too much in their, like, I don't know, like, maybe I don't feel like that, but for some of you, it could be that they were too independent, or whatever you want to call it, or they were actually too clingy. I don't feel like at all, like, I feel like there's a balance here, but I still, I'm feeling like this regretful kind of position, like, oh damn, like, I wish they would notice me, or like maybe they regret showing, well, I don't, that's not true, but I feel like, maybe they, shy away from showing off their true colors to you, because they may feel like that may scare you away, or they may feel like that is what you don't like, or something like that. You know, the thing is, I'm being reminded right now, like, this person is very much aware that any kind of anxiety has nothing to do with you and everything to do with themselves. So if there's anything that they're bothered with, they cannot really be like, no, I'll never talk to this person again, or they'll never talk to group 1 again because you ruined them or whatever. You know, that's not what I'm feeling. I feel like they don't want to leave you, or they don't want to you to leave them, or whatever the case. But I'm hearing, like, if you leave them, whatever that means, they will totally understand. but they just will be, you know, wishing on the other side that you, or, well, they just wish you the best. But they'd be, like, I'm just imagining something, and it kind of helps me understand certain things if I can imagine certain situations sometimes. And I just see them as, like, you know, they're spontaneous and independent and joyful, like, fiery energy is kind of blocked off because they've been, like, too busy with the emotional rounds, or whatever that would mean to you, too busy figuring you out. But I don't feel like it's necessarily something that is like, what's that called, that word? No, not temporarily. The other way around. What's that word? Yeah, I could say forever. No, permanent. There we go. I just was like, okay, I can't remember the words, so I'll just think about hair dye, and then I remembered. No, permanent hair dye, anything. Anyway, what was I talking about? This ADHDer doesn't remember. Right, what they're feeling is not permanent. It's or, you know, like, they may feel this way because they're burdened by something that they know or something that they've done. Like, as I said before, like, with Gates energy, it's like they will always, you know, do the best they can to apologize in the best way. Like, with this energy, it almost feels like they will shy away, but I'm being reminded again of, like, Gabe, and it's like, no. Like, maybe in the past they will shy away. Maybe they are shying away right now because they are shy when they are with you. But I don't feel like they will necessarily, like, maybe they're just not apologizing yet because they're just so afraid of, or apologizing, or maybe they're not really, saying anything about what's happening, or whatever the case it is, because they are a little bit too, still a little bit too busy, having multiple things going on at once. So it's one thing to regret what you've done to somebody, but if it is somebody extremely important, and someone you very much look up to, then it's like a huge disappointment for yourself, as if, like, how could I, like, you know, I don't know about, like, whether they look up to you or not, but I think so, I guess, because I just mentioned it, so. Anyway, anything else that one needs to know about who is catching feelings for them? Like, maybe they're starting to notice how, the seeker, maybe they're starting to notice how their feelings have significantly changed, and how they're suddenly a lot more, or less careless, and how they're suddenly really putting a lot of their efforts into, like, making sure that you are comfortable, or that you are all right. The seeker, what was that again? Okay. Nope. Oh, number 9. Oh, which one is that? The seeker, huh? And we have, the hermit. Yeah, like, okay, so as I said before, like, maybe they're retreating to, like, I didn't say that before, but maybe they're retreating to their shell, like, maybe they're wanting to, like, yeah, like, what you need to know, like, if there's, like, a lack of communication from their side, if you know who this person is, of course, if they're suddenly not communicating with you anymore, I feel like it is because they're actually, like, really wanting to just, like, have a moment for themselves. They're blocked off, like, partying, whatever energy is a little bit like, okay, not now, because they're just kind of in a different space. I'm hearing, like, specifically, like, headspace. Like, they need to really feel or think about certain things before they get to too fast with making decisions. Like they, for example, could be like I do want to clarify for this what this is specifically like talking about, like for the hermit. So what is the hermit talking about? What is it that they're like the hermit is like, I'm gonna take some space and some time away from the outside world, and I'm just gonna, well, not retreat to my shell as if I'm gonna go and die alone, but more like more like that they need to have some time for themselves to think things through and to not be influenced or bothered by other people, you know, like when it almost feels like depression, but also not, because it's like, this reminds me of a time, like, I mean, I can say many things about myself, about how I just retreat to my shell, which I do pretty much like daily. So I'm going to try and look into an example that a friend of mine, or a former friend, had. She called me saying that she had a terrible evening, and she felt alone. So I was like, okay, I'll come to you. And it was easy because at that time I had my mope and I could drive to her. Like otherwise I mean, I would have still, like, I would be a very good friend. If I would be a friend, then I really do care. So I would be like, okay, I'm gonna come to you, because, I mean, not when this person is literally, like, you know, on the other side of the world. That's a little bit of a complication right there. But I went to her, and she explained to me, and she had, I'm not gonna mention it, that's private, but something went wrong, and she has certain health conditions that makes it very hard for her when it comes to emotions, or had, I don't know about it, but she was definitely in pain. And I went to her and I was like, if you want to, you can, like, yeah, I was already living in this house. I was already living alone. So I was like, if you want to, you can, like, stay at my place, because her home was, I'm not going to say a nightmare, but it was definitely, what was that? I was distracted for a moment. What is it? Wonder Boy? I don't know. I said she could stay at my place for the night because her place, had energies of, like, you know, not good, at least for me. I mean, if you're used to stay in the mud, then you don't know any better, right? But anyway, she was like, no, I'd rather stay here. And I was like trying to get her to actually, you know, like, it's okay, like, if you want, you can come to me, like, and I'll bring you back. And she was like, no, I'd rather be alone right now. And it's not like she was literally, like, sometimes we just want to wallow in our suffering or something like that, or to just, no, that's not necessarily suffering, but to just be alone and think about everything that went on with whatever was going on. And I was like, I needed to accept it because, like, I can't force her to literally stay at my place or whatever, but I thought that will do her better or something, you know. I wanted to help out, but she just needed just a moment to just talk with somebody, and then she needed, like, you know, to have her space to just do her own thing, which, who am I to judge? You know, she does her own thing. But it's been quite a few years ago. Well, actually, you know, like, I've been almost living here for, like, well, 2.5 years, something like that. And it was at the time that I was, okay, so it's not that long ago, but still. So I didn't give out any personal information or private information about this person. Awesome. Other than that was a woman. But she was doing horrible, and she just needed time for herself. It's okay. Like, that's literally what I do usually. But that's kind of what this person's also in right now. Not necessarily because they're so hurt or whatever, but because they just need to think about some things. They just need to let whatever happened just kind of happen to them. Like, well, not happen to them, but they just need to kind of let it grow away, if that makes any sense. But what exactly is this talking about, Spirit? Like, what is the Hermit talking about right now? Anything more specific? Oh, what the heck is happening? Okay. We have the Eight of Earth, Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles talks about hard work, talks about effort, talks about perfecting something until it's right. And usually it has to do with like a hobby or art or something like that, or just working really hard on something. So it could be that they've been working really hard on something and maybe that's what they're like literally doing. But I want to know, like, okay, that could also be the case scenario. Like, okay, their spirit is giving me like a message like what exactly it is, what it is that they're hermiting about, or what it is that they're doing in their hermit mode. But that's not really the question that I asked. So I'm going to try it again with one other card. But, I mean, it still counts for something. But, I mean, let me just get one more card. Like, what is it about in regards to you? Like, why are they in hermit mode? And we have the Four of Fire, so we have the Four of Wands, which could be a wedding, it could be a celebration. It's usually like a sort of plan gone successfully, or it has moved in the right direction. Like, for example, you have a plan to... that's not a good example. Like, I don't even know what I mean with that. Let's see. I had something in my head. Just a moment. You know, the only example that I can come up with is like in tarot. So we have the Ace of Wands, which is the idea, the spark, the whatever. Then we have the Two of Wands, which is about making plans and actually like taking action toward making those plans. When it comes to that one idea that we had. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is about like things are starting to look good. Like we have put out some of the intentions, like we have manifested it, we have taken action, and now it's time to like kind of wait for things to come in, and you can also start to see result. And with the Four of Wands, it's like the thing has happened, the whatever you have, like honestly, I almost see it as like not social media, but like online shopping or something. Oh, you see something like you see something in the internet, like then you make the plans like, okay, how am I gonna pay for it or whatever, and then also like having it like be sent to you and stuff like that, especially if that's something like that you're unfamiliar with. So if you never used PayPal, then it's like, okay, so how am I gonna do that? Then we have the Three of Wands, which is like, okay, so I made my purchase and now I just have to wait for things to come in. And then the Four of Wands, like, yay, my package has arrived. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, but kind of not as well. And it's more like the celebration, because it's not as small as literally a package arriving. Like that's, we're talking of minor arcana, which there's minor and major arcana. Major is like the more like bigger sort of things in life, and minor is like small things, like with like very specific, and major is a little more like broad and multiple meanings, blah blah blah. Anyway, so the Four of Wands is like, so maybe they've noticed that they started to like, maybe this is literally talking about their feelings in general, or their enjoyment when they are around you, and how they are I'm hearing letting their guard down, which is interesting because at the same time you feel perhaps that this person is like really tense or like shy around you or whatever like that. But I think it's been since very recent only that they've been acting like that, and that is actually because they've been starting to question what it is that they're feeling, or where they want, what their feelings are trying to tell them, and where it's actually leading them, if that makes any sense. Oh, I just noticed. Okay. So with this card, like, I am ready. I feel like, yes, they are in a space where they're quite ready for things to, I'm hearing develop, which, I mean, I heard that word at the beginning as well, like develop. This person's developed and things are starting to develop. Like, I even noticed how I'm sitting differently. I don't know why, but ever since childhood, I've always been sitting on my legs, like not in cross position. What's that? Cross-legged, but like literally as if you're let me see, what's that word? I forgot the word. Squat, crouch. Okay, yeah, on the ground, like sort of like that. Well, not squat. That. Well, yes. I'm sitting on my lower legs, and I used to do that as a child, and my mother and stuff was also like warning that I should sit differently because of my knees or whatever. Like my like some of my family have like had this thing that their knee would like literally pop out or something, and that they literally needed to wear something or have like a surgery done with their legs. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's even significant or anything. Like, I don't even think about it anymore. Like, because I just don't care, and at the same time, it never has happened to me. If there's one thing that I've always dealt with, it was my no, not my heels, my ankles. I always fell. I always fell off something and I bruised my ankles. They're very flexible as well. I don't know, why am I talking about my ankles? Because I can. I like doing it. Oh my gosh, okay. Let me try that again. So anything else that you need to know about who is crushing on you? Generosity of air. Of course, I have a lot of queens, so which reminds me of like generosity when I was looking in the guidebook. Let me see. No. Here it says generosity reflects a local or internal mastery, tending well to that which is close by, near to the heart, near to the home, near to the immediate world, and participating and giving well within that sphere. They're often called queens, visionary, and mother in some decks, which, yeah, we have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Swords. We're only missing the Queen of Pentacles, anyway. But the sovereignty, which is like the king, is like mastery in like its fullest form, and the generosity is like queen, and that's mastery, but to a certain degree, if that makes any sense. Like, only that's more internal instead of external. So it could be that this person is coming to a sort of point where they like they know more, but they may not know everything. Like, they're still kind of in journey. Like, they may are trying to like look into what, like, maybe are starting to master something that's happening within them. I don't know how else to explain it. So now let's look into some wait, did I do everything? It felt so fast, honestly, to me. But anyway, now let's look into some last guiding messages. I'll just call it last messages. See what else you need to know about this connection or anything else. So we have peace, harmony, and contentment. Sometimes it gives a little more that you can do with. So either this talks about how this is going to come into your life, or how you don't need to stress out about this or about this person or anything, or that things are going to come and feel much better soon. I don't know. Peace. Whatever peace means to you. Sometimes I sometimes just don't know words anymore, or the meaning behind the words. Eight of Air. Okay, an illusion of being trapped. The Eight of Swords, by the way, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So anything that you need to know about this person or this connection, huh? So it could be that they are right now like kind of stuck in this sort of vibe. So the Eight of Swords does talk about like this mental kind of prison where you're like feeling like you can't do anything about it, but actually it's just your mind who says that it's like kind of not worth it or whatever, that you can't do anything or that you can't change the situation. So this person may be in this kind of in this kind of sphere, this kind of space. But I think they'll be realizing soon, or whatever soon means, they'll be realizing soon enough that whatever is happening, whatever they feel is trapping them is literally just their mind. Like, if anything, that's the only thing that keeps them from moving forward. So they may be very confused about something, or they may feel like, for example, like, well, I can't have feelings for you, or I can't catch feelings for group one because they're my this, or they're whatever is happening. This could be many cases. If that could be like, it could be like, I don't even like how I immediately went to that in my head. Like, it could be a stepbrother, it could be someone who is a caretaker, someone who is a teacher, someone who is. It doesn't have to be that like big, okay? Only if it resonates. It can be someone who is just a friend of yours or something, and they just like, but we are friends. We can't have anything else with that. Like, or like there's no way we can't be this because we're already friends. Like, there's something that keeps into this. Like, we can't, or I can't have feelings for them because of A, B, C, D, etc. Anyway, free, allow everything to change. Number 54, which I think is funny because we also we have number 5s everywhere. That's not true. Number 5 here, but number 50 as well. And we all said change mentioned before, and here we have number 54, and here we have free, allow everything to change, and here with the 8 of Swords, like stuck, feeling that you can't change anything, but you actually can. So allow everything to change. So this is some last advice for you. Like, if you need to know anything, like, don't focus on the specifics, don't focus on controlling anything, nor should this person, or is it very helpful for this person to think that they need to control everything, but they just need some time. And I don't know how long that will be, but you will find out soon enough. So group 1, that's all I have for you. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like this reading if you enjoyed it. Just a little tiny bit, please, so I know what you guys are interested in and what I can lead towards making in the future. If you have any suggestions or ideas for other pick a card readings, you can comment them down below, so I'll be able to acknowledge them. If you have any other ideas for me, like in general, so I'm suddenly thinking of this, like if you have like a question about tarot readings or a question about how I do things, or if I could make a video about anything about advice, comment that down below as well. Like, I'll look into it if that is something that I excel at, at least a little bit. Also, if you want to support me in this channel, you can comment down below and let me know how it resonates. Other ways of supporting me are in the description box down below if you are interested. I'm sending you much love and joy and healing. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you, and I hope to see you back soon. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. So we will be looking into who is starting to catch feelings for you. So let's get started. Let me see. Yeah, I guess that's better. At least to me. Okay, so we're going to get started with some we're not going to get started with channel messages. We're going to get started with some oracle, pre-shuffled oracle cards to see who this person is, their energy. So, yeah, who is starting to catch feelings for you? Tiger. Knowledge. Hey, I don't need to cover it up. It's already covered up. In one way or another. 23. Number 23. I do want to look into the tiger. Oh no, that's too far. Where? No, there you go. Moon energy. Okay, so sensual, stillness, feminine energy, silence, no fear, wild darkness, passionate, strong, sensual. Okay. I'll put that to the side. Hawk. I'm hearing they like to take their time. No. Patience, number 16. Where's that? Where's the gap for that? There it is. Where is that one? Number 7. Intelligence, independence, speaking, adaptability, clarity. Are you seeing things clearly? Says the guidebook. I want to know what the message is behind this card here. I mean, it's obviously says no, but I still want to have some more information in case I don't know. A negative response, not any. A test, banish, boundaries, closed, intolerance, martial arts, protective, seriousness, strength. Okay, good to know. And patience, huh? I mean, I kind of do know what patience is. Knowledge, okay. Don't know what it has to do with, yeah, not wearing clothes, but that is my problem. So, broom in reverse. And I follow my heart. Okay. So let's see. How does this energy feel? This energy feels quite determined. As if they know their worth, they know their past, they know their path. Both, I heard both words at once. I definitely feel like this is someone who really had a lot of burdens to deal with. The broom in reverse could be talking about how they're done dealing with the bullshit of other people, like cleaning things out of their life, like as if they need to clean up other people's messes. I do want to look into the guidebook to what the broom says. Any more information? Let's see, number 13. That's a little too far. Cleaning, clearing up, cleaning, clearing, upkeep, maintenance, ritual. This is a practical and spiritual object. Well, in other kind of scenarios, we would have seen those brooms in the sky, I guess, with people on top of them, but that's not my own experience. The act of cleaning can be soothing and invigorating. What parts of your life need sweeping or dusting? Is it literally a bookshelf? Maybe the mirror? Maybe beliefs? Maybe it's the physical action that's necessary. Clearing out your physical space can have a direct effect on your mental landscape. The physical affects the emotional, spiritual, plus spiritual. In this way, you can cast spells, think about your intentions, your wants, and rearrange the objects in your life and facilitate what you crave and need. Whew, that was a mouthful. Yeah, this is definitely someone who right now is in a sort of energy of like dealing with what they need to deal with and not dealing what they do not need to deal with. It's almost like, I mean, the no is very clear. It can be like a boundary, like not gonna happen, not gonna happen. Let's see. Like, I feel like they're wanting to take a break from a certain, not activity, from a certain thing that they've been doing for themselves. Like, maybe they caught themselves doing the things, like the right things for the wrong people. Maybe they needed a reminder for themselves that what needed to be cleansed was their own energy, and not the things that other people. So what this no is about, like the broom is like directly going toward the no, is like, no, I'm not cleaning your messes. No, I'm not gonna have anything to do with that. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do things that are not necessary for me to do. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Let's see if I can't pick up on anything else here about this person. I mean, I suppose I will, because we're just at the beginning of the reading. That would be something like after 7 minutes, like, okay, thank you, bye. No, that's not gonna happen. So, the energy of the person who is catching feelings here, huh? Oh, chill. Let's all relax. Okay, patience. I follow my heart. Knowledge. This can be about true, authentic self. The knowledge here. I don't know why I said that, but, or I did know, but now I don't know anymore. Okay, let's see. Oh, I was being distracted for a moment. Oops. There is a silent kind of energy with this person, not because they are silent, but because it's like they don't have much to say other than no, other than well, not to you or specifically like that, but more like their energy is in a field where they're like done with other people's bullshit. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so anything else, Spirit? Like, I also want to ask, like, Spirit, for like characters from movies or stories that I've from games or whatever that I've heard before. I'm being reminded of that. Okay, 1 second. It could be that this person has been believing someone over what they said because of possibly, well, not dangerous situation. Well, yes, also, but of a, I'm hearing wanting to save somebody for the wrong reasons. Or wanting to save somebody and saving the wrong person. But it feels, my energy honestly feels like, what I'm kind of trying to do in readings is like, I don't know if anybody knows like the game Beyond Two Souls, but that's like a story where like a girl has like these weird powers or whatever. And that's because there is, because there's like this being, I don't know, I don't want to spoil things, but fuck it, it's like a reading, you know, like there's this soul attached to her, and who is supporting her, or not just supporting her, but she's able to not really control him, but to, for example, like ask him to do something like move the cup on the table, and he's able to move it, like, you know, like something like that. But there are also scenes where you want to like try to get Aiden, that's how he's called, like the spirit what's attached to her. You're like trying to get him to another room, and sometimes it's like it doesn't want to go through that one wall because that's kind of like the limit. And that's kind of how my energy goes as well, like how I try to like go that direction, and then I suddenly meet like a wall. It's like, okay, so I just mentioned something and that's not quite right, so it could be true for some people, but it's not something that I should go towards, so I'm trying to go toward a different direction. Every time, like, when I'm trying to go through that wall and see what's happening inside that room, like, I don't know, or whatever, I can or can't see it. Anyway, like, for anyone who's like how energy you and whatever work, stuff like that. Okay, just okay, I took a sip of a drink. I had a little of a stressful moment for a second. I was like feeling an not comfortable thing at my teeth, and that kind of made me stim for a moment. Anyway, okay. So who is this person? Mother and daughter. They do not have to necessarily. They do not have to be a mother or daughter. I mean, this is not really, mothering, teaching, sharing knowledge, nurturing self-worth. Number 41. The color green could really fit them or suit them. Okay. So I definitely feel I was distracted for a moment. I tried to keep talking. I definitely feel that this person like I'm being distracted by my own mind the entire time for just a moment. It's just that I'm gonna try and explain just a little bit that that as a child I have many artistic shutdowns, or I was not really able to talk often. So since recently I've been reminded of how I was like almost forced to speak, even though I was not very fond of it, or I didn't even know how to speak. So I was trying to talk and I immediately got reminded of that. So it has nothing to do with the reading. What I was feeling before is that this person was like, why am I being disturbed all this time? Just a moment. That this person is quite confident, and that this person is actually quite determined to, well, I wouldn't say chase, like in a way, like really chasing it, like without any regard for anything happening around them. But I feel like they're starting to be in this vibe of like, fuck it, and where I don't know, like, so this is about a person who is starting to catch feelings for you. I honestly feel like this person already had feelings for you. This is not someone who is just starting to catch feelings, but if anything, I feel like this could be talking about how this person is maybe getting more and more determined because they realize how, for example, like important you are to them. There's something about like their pursuit or their approach that they want to adjust a bit to actually get some things done for themselves, to not always look to the side of whether someone is gonna bump into them and already like try to fix their problems so they can go on ahead, like to be like, okay, you know what, you decide. Like I'm just imagining like this person like driving straight ahead and they are wanting to go straight ahead, but there are like but there are like people, or like they wanted to walk straight ahead, and there are like people from the sides who are like bothering them or whatever, and it keeps on happening. And every time when they look to the side, they notice like, oh, I see that this is that there's like a problem that is coming up, or there's like some sort of blockage coming up. But is it actually a blockage? But there's something about like if they will just go straight for, if they would just go ahead and not be too bothered by those little things in the background happening, and just do their own thing. You know, it's almost like they're letting themselves get distracted by these things because they're almost looking for that distraction, but not because they really want to, but because it's like they needed to notice how this is actually getting in the way of what they're wanting to manifest for themselves, and being even more determined than they were before. So if someone would be like, can you do that for me? And they'll be like, nope, I'm not even going to listen to you because I know what you want from me. And even if there are things that are going on, like it's not necessarily their problem anymore. Like they have different things right now on their mind. So who is this person? I feel like they're definitely an observer. And I'm hearing like they have definitely been like observing you for a little while now. They have known about you for a longer period of time. I, by the way, covered it up eventually. I was like, okay, let's just do that. Okay, so stolen in her sleep. I think it's funny because these cards look quite similar. These two. Unaware, unconscious, unawakened. Okay. So it will be like innocence, or I don't know. Okay. Number 15, number 41. And number 35 with Stardust. Premonition, galactic communications, beginnings and endings. Oh. Number 41, number 15, number 35. Those numbers could be significant if that is the case. I feel like this person is trying to do everything to wake up, if that makes any sense, to actually get going, but there's also something I don't really understand. As if there like literally is a blockage in my in my approach or something like that. Don't mind me, I'm just kind of like observing and thinking at the same time. Yeah, but, well, anyway, so we're gonna get some more information about them. I'm already gonna, yeah, I already have the tarot cards in my hands. We're gonna get started with that. And we'll see anything else that you need to know. So maybe it's not very clear until these cards pop up. That's fine, I guess. Okay, so I mean, this is the energy of this person, so we'll see anything else that you need to know about them. So what else do you need to know? No, not like that. These cards are new, actually. Okay, so what else do you need to know about this person? What do you need to know about this person? No? Let's chill. There's almost not much to say about this person other than that their energy is very focused on a specific goal. And I'm gonna be honest, I felt like that goal was like to just pursue you, or to get things clear, or to at least fight for whatever the dreams you have, if that is even the case in the first place. You know, if you guys have like if you have a connection with somebody, and this is the person, like if you know who this person is, and they sound similar to someone that you have like a connection with or whatever, I forgot what I wanted to say. Then it could be that, yeah, that it could be that they are trying to pursue this connection. I feel like there's something about them that, like they really have learned, like they will really want to say that they have learned from their mistakes, or learned from the things that they had, that they were struggling with in the past. Maybe they will talk to you about, I'm hearing talk to you, maybe they will tell you how they look at things right now. I also need to ask Spirit some what this is talking about. Spirit, can I please have some information here about the mother and daughter card? I'm hearing give and take. And I'm also being reminded of, like, I mean, obviously family, but okay. Instead of asking questions, well, I mean, instead of lingering on these cards, I'm just gonna get some other cards to help me here. So, what else do you need to know about this person? What else does group 2, Spirit, what else does group 2 need to know about who is starting to catch feelings for them, or, you know, whatever? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I'm gonna put her back. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about cycles, about endings, about change, about so many things. That's why I like the Minor Arcana a little bit better. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is not necessarily a bad card. Okay, where's that deck? Oh. It was right next to me. Oops, I didn't see it. I need some help here with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm apparently dumb. So let's see. No, that's okay. Take joy where you can, face sorrow when you must, and know that nothing is permanent. Yeah, that's also change is being mentioned here. Well, I didn't get any smarter, but I'm just gonna continue and ask a quick clarifier for this. Don't worry, I can read tarot. It's just sometimes, especially when the depiction is a little bit different from what I'm used to, like the card. Oops. Down I may show some challenges. Okay. Can I have a clarifier for the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit? Page of Cups. All right. Oh, oops. So, with the Wheel of Fortune together with the Page of Cups, I feel like this is talking about how they have, what you need to know about this person. Like maybe they have been a little bit emotionally immature in the past. What I'm seeing here is that they are opening themselves up for change, and they have been doing that. Like I feel like this is actually talking about how they have changed significantly when it comes to their emotional growth and looking more about what's really hiding inside and not really ignoring their own emotions, their own feelings, and to really be braver and to adapt to whatever's happening so they can go forward in a way that's it's about, like, you know, the Page of Cups is like connecting with your own emotions, or like being, it's like an INFP baby. It's about like it's about like what do I want, like what do I feel. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it feels like there have been so many changes going on in this person's life about their feelings toward certain things, and they've been really coming closer to their feelings in a certain way. So I feel like what you may need to know about this person, you may already have like someone on your mind. I don't know. What do you need to know about this person? Like, one thing that they thought was that they would not survive their own emotions and that it would be too hard for them to handle. But what I think they proved to themselves is that they can actually take on a lot more than they thought they could. And that change is not necessarily a sign for disaster. Change is actually there to better the situation in a certain way, to create some sort of balance, but also like nothing is permanent. That's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not able to explain change. That's just, we all have our own perceptions of change, and if I try to go over every single perception, then I'd lose my mind eventually, sooner than later. Oh, wait. Okay. So, what else do you need to know about this person? Like, who's this person? I do want to give you some information. Like, I have like this feeling, well, not like feeling like, ooh, I'm intuitive, but more like this, I almost think and feel as if I didn't give out anything because I was more in my head than really saying much about them. I mean, that's how I look at it, you know? I don't know how other people perceive it. You know, thinking about how to say something usually erases what I said before, so I don't remember what I said before. But how, because, for example, if you are not in contact with this person, then you may not even know that this person, like, is this way, so you still don't know who this person is. Like, just, you know, being honest here, you know? So I do want to get some information about who this person is, how you can recognize them. So who is this person? We have the 5, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles. So this is someone who is a very hardworking individual, someone who likes to take things to perfectionism level, someone who really wants to really put everything into their work, someone who wants to give their everything and not, and they're definitely not someone who just easily gives up. They want to, they almost want to improve themselves every single time that they do. It's not necessarily for other people, but to definitely know, like, they are a lot more connected to their own emotions actually than they think they are. Like, they are not necessarily concerned with other people, but maybe they have been made to be like that there for a long time in their life, or just their entire life. So yeah, then it gets a little bit more difficult, you know, express yourself really, I suppose. I mean, there are so many ways that things can just feel fucked up. Whether it actually is the case or not, that's not for me to say. Anyway, so who is this person? We have the 2 of Cups. So this is someone that you may have had like some sort of connection with. Like, I mean, I'm just saying it without thinking about the topic of this reading, you know, like 2 of Cups talks about like connection, talks about like soulmate kind of connection, relationship, talks about like, for example, differences in personalities, but still like, you know, opposites attract or something like that could be the case. And I honestly feel like with the opposites attract bullshit, that is not necessarily opposite to begin with, because what you are good at is what they are bad at, and what they are bad at is what you are good at, so you can help each other, you know, in that kind of area. It's not necessarily opposite, it's more like dysfunctional, no, more like challenge, troublesome, yeah, whatever. Hurdles, I'm hearing that word. Hurdlesome. I don't even know if that is a word, so I'm not going to continue on that road. But the way that you can know like who this person is, like, this is someone that you definitely have felt significant feelings for, or you just felt that there was a very special connection with this person. Like, I don't want to sound cliche or whatever, but the 2 of Cups is like a card like of this like deep kind of connection with somebody, and feeling like you have never, for example, like had that with any other person before. I don't know how to explain it. Can I have a clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles? With this, I'm suddenly thinking, like, because this is a person, like, standing there, okay, let me just say, I have no idea what this all is, okay? I don't know these people. I don't know these characters from that, whatever. I don't even know whether it's a show, a movie, whatever. I have no idea. Nor do I really care, just being honest. But, in my interpretation of this, like, how it looks like, almost like, as if someone is, like, practicing, like practicing some sort of sports, whatever you want to call it. Anything that has to do with fighting or with surviving, let's just call it that. And there's like almost like this person like observing them, or like seeing if they're doing it right. So it's almost like a connection that could have been like someone is like helping someone else, someone is like someone's boss or guide or something like that, or but I have no idea. Okay, like the situation, like the actual situation, it doesn't matter. The thing is that what I'm picking up on is that it very much looks like as if someone is practicing some sort of something, you know, for themselves, but someone is there, and that could have been the kind of dynamic or like the relationship, whatever, how the two of you got to know one another, or like maybe you were a guide or a teacher to them, or vice versa. It could be both. Anything else that you need to know about this? Well, chill. Anything else that you need to know about this person? Or what do you need to know, like, about this person that you, so you know, like, who this person is? I feel like there's something about their energy that really feels like, I'm not scared anymore. I'm not gonna run away anymore. I'm not gonna say yes to dumb shit anymore. I'm not gonna force myself to like something. I'm not gonna chase other people's dreams. That sounds significant. Or specific, anyway. Like, they want to really look into, what do I want right now? Like, what do I really want? Like, I've been helping other people for so long. Like, now it's time to actually look into, what do I want? That's kind of the vibe of this person. What else do you need to know about this person? What else is good to need to know about who is having some feelings for them? Like, it's not really catching feelings, because they already had feelings. Or it's not just some feelings, but someone who, yeah, has feelings for you. I don't know anymore. Let's just ignore that. Okay. Oh, chill. What else do you need to know about this person? I feel like something that they really felt was very impressive and also very pure about you was, I mean, you being pure, but you not giving up on what you want. You're not giving up on what you deserve, or standing up for what you believed, what you believe in. Or it could be that you were like, I mean, it could also be in a sneaky way that you will not necessarily say it, but you will still keep on doing whatever you felt was right, or something like that. What else does group 2 need to know about this person? They're really starting to focus on what it actually is that matters to them. And like, I'm seeing this blindfold, like, it's almost like, I'm gonna follow what my heart says, not what my eyes are saying is what I should really follow. Not what, which could actually be a little bit dangerous and get you in dangerous situations. I mean, we're blind, so we can't really see where we're going, yeah. But but that's a little bit too, taking it too literally, because this is, you know, talking about how you shouldn't focus on what you think is the right option, but more like on what you feel is the right option, what you feel is really meant for you, and not whatever. Instead of running away from their own heart, they're trying to follow their own heart. They're trying to follow their own. I'm hearing gifts, purpose, desires. So what do you need to know about this person? Okay, let's try that again. What does group 2 need to know? Knight of Pentacles. Oh, not doing it like that. Hi there, dude. So the Knight of Pentacles is like stability and likes to, I mean, we do have patience here, and the Knight of Pentacles isn't that far away straight from that one, because it's like, whatever we plan, whatever we want to achieve, we are going to put our everything into it. Like with the Eight of Pentacles as well, like, we're very determined, and we're gonna plant some seeds for it, and we're gonna move toward that in that direction. So it's like, if you have a Knight of Pentacles person as, for example, like a love interest or anything like a partner, then you can bet everything on that they will not just leave their idea hanging like that. Like if they have decided for something, they're not gonna let it go. They're not gonna. So if they, for example, choose a person as their partner, they're not gonna just be like, okay, now that was a great time or whatever. No, like they want like stability, they want like the long-term kind of stuff. Like they, you can expect them to really take responsibility and be a long-term material kind of person. Oh. Can I have a clarifier for the Knight of Pentacles? Like this is again like, I will not give up on you or something like that. Unless you want them to give up, like, no, I don't want you anymore. I mean, that, you know, but if you didn't want this person in your, like, if you did not, if you don't find this at least a little bit interesting, then you won't be here. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Okay. Can I have a clarifier, please, for the Knight of Pentacles? Temperance. So I feel like they definitely want to create some sort of stability. They don't want to go too overboard, but they also don't want to stay behind too far, or whatever that means. I don't even know if I'm saying the right words. Anyway, stray too far ahead or something like that. I'm not good with those sayings at all. Like they want to go forward, you know, but they also notice, like, they need to put in action, but also planned action or something like that. And they also understand that their tactics cannot just go on in just one way. Like they need to do more than just one thing, or there needs, like, instead of that, like, plants may need water, but they may also need sunlight. So you can't just give one of those things. You need to give all of it, you know, so it can actually grow into what you want to manifest or something like that, or want to grow. And this person, for example, they've been working on themselves, but at the same time, you know, they want something, like, they want, like, action to happen. I don't know how else to explain it. But they definitely want to create something that is also really worth it for both of you. That is definitely something that both of you can agree on, or both of you can are happy with. You know, relationships, you know, all sides are included. All people are included. That's what I wanted to say. Anything else that you need to know about this person right now? What else does you need to know about this person? I need to ask a different question, I feel. What is their, like, what are they focused on right now? Like, what do they, what are they so determined about? Like, I mean, I can act right now like a little bit of stupid because of, not necessarily like I am, but more like, I mean, this could literally be about you, of course, but I do want to have some more, like, specific information about that. Whoa, okay, that's way too many. We're not going to do that. we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. So it could be talking about like how they're like maybe limiting themselves, or not really limiting themselves, but the Nine of Swords talks about anxiety, talks about nightmares, talks about like, you know, not being able to think about anything else because it's messing up your head, that kind of stuff. So so that is right now what they're focused on. So they are trying to limit those worries. They're trying to, well, fix them is one way of looking at it, but that's not what I'd call it. But to soften their fears, if that makes any sense. Their energy's right now focused on like they need to put up boundaries, because otherwise their head keeps going in circles, or otherwise like they're not moving like forward at all. Okay, so Spirit, is there anything else that I'm missing here? I mean, I'm being brought back to the Two of Cups. Like, I feel like they definitely, like, if this is really, like, catching feelings for you, then they're noticing how they have to make certain changes to their way of doing things, or a way of looking at things, because it may be blocking off what they really want. So let's just assume that this is you. I mean, I bet that there are more things that they want in their life, but or I mean other things as well, but I feel like they're right now very much focused on staying determined and not letting their fears get the best of them, and to keep themselves responsible and occupied in that way, like where they like occupied in a way, I mean, where they are still like, again, like responsible and do what they need to do, but not let things that are not at all helping them reach their goal, or that are only slowing them down, like to start to kind of let go of these things and move toward a mindset, a space where they do not need to constantly worry about all these things, because right now, like, they're having too much baggage on their shoulders, if that makes any sense. Now, let's get into some last messages that you need to know about either this person, this connection, anything else that you need to know. So let's see. Speak up. I literally was talking about how I earlier, like how I was not, like, how I'm sometimes not able to speak. Anyway, use your voice to express yourself. Like, I feel like this is definitely something that they want to work at, because, like, to really speak up, to not, maybe that's why I was suddenly like so silent. But anyway, but that could be something that they may struggle with, or that they may or that they are right now focused on, that they are a little more like really claiming what they desire, if that makes any sense, to really to not ignore what they desire, to really ask for it. Because if they're not asking anything, if they're not going to take any action, then they'll know for sure that they're not going to get like an answer to their question, you know. Six of Air, Six of Swords. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So this could be for you, this could be for them, could be for both of you. But this pretty much means that, you know, clearing away the mess, like moving to a different place, literally can also be the case, but this is mostly talking about like moving away from a difficult situation, and trying to make the future better. Like, you can't, like, that difficult situation, you can't do anything about it anymore, you can't change it anymore. Like there's only one way forward, and that is to a better future, and not toward the mud or the mess. from the past or something like that. And we have surrender, let go and relax, number 64. So this is what they are probably are letting them, like, doing for themselves, like they're starting to give more attention to what is causing them that, like, to feel so anxious, what is causing to feel so stressed, and they're trying to look into, okay, so this is what is making me feel that way, so I need to have less of this in my life, you know. It's like I'm like hearing in my head, like, it's plain and simple, like, it's like not overthinking about people and how they will respond to this, like, just do it and not get attached to certain outcomes about how they will react, because how other people will react is, like, not in our power, you know. That's their decision. But yeah, so group 2, that's all I have for you. So thank you so much for being here. Do not forget to like this reading if you enjoyed it, just a little bit, so I know what you guys are interested in and what I can lean towards making in the future. If you have any suggestions or ideas for other pick a card readings, you can comment them down below, so I'll be able to acknowledge them in the first place. So if you want to support me at this channel, you can comment down below and let me know how it resonated. Other ways of supporting me are in the description box down below if you're interested. I'm sending you much love, joy, and healing. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you, and I hope to see you back soon. Hi, group 3, welcome to your reading. So we'll be looking into who is starting to catch feelings for you. So let's get started with some oracle cards I have pre-shuffled for this reading. I'm going to put this deck to the side. So, all of them, please. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to look into the energy of the person who is catching feelings for you. So for group 3, Lamb, I'm kind of feeling it out a little bit. I feel like this person is adorable, though. This person's really adorable. Like, the first thing that I heard, which I don't know whether that was my mind or my intuition, but they wouldn't hurt a fly. That's something, like, I don't know about the literal thing, you know, like, I'm also really sweet, but I would hurt a fly. So that's their, yeah, they shouldn't get in my way, like, in my house, then it gets a little bit, then they get to see a different side of my personality. Support. I'm hearing, I'm just a little girl. I'm just a little girl. Like, they don't need to be a girl, but, you know, like, I'm just a little baby. I'm just a little kid, like, you know, something like that. But girl sounds a lot more innocent. Porcupine. I've heard that word before, but for a second I thought that was some sort of vegetable. Let me look into the book. Let's see where it is. Number 36. That was fast for me finding it. And ancestral wisdom speaking. Okay, let me just see. Family, ancestors, relationship. You know what? I'm just gonna look up real quick because I feel like I'm making a little bit of a fool out of myself, but that's okay because that's just kind of, you know, otherwise it wouldn't be fun to be here, I suppose. Can I just see? Oh, yeah, I guess that's not really an animal that I see on a daily basis, so yeah, I guess that's yeah. Wait a second. Huh? Oh, do I know that word? Wait, just a second. I'm just gonna look up something. Porcupine. Yeah. Yeah, I know what that is. I know what it is. I just never heard the English word. Okay. like they're quite like, I don't want to say spicy, but like spiky. Yeah, spiky is the word. Okay, interesting energy, sort of, which is interesting because their energy is like, I'm a sweet little guy. Sweet little guy. First I said girl, now we have guy. Look at that. You know, it's none. It can be both. It's not specific. I wanted to look. Where's the book? Or it could just be that I'm in a good mood. Oh yeah, okay, anyway. No, that's the bear. That's the first one. Where is it? Lamp, young child. Oh, I get it. Okay, peaceful, prophetic, patient, deep, insightful messages. Okay, patience, quiet, cute. Just add it there. Oh, that's interesting. Though the lamp's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. Which is interesting because with this said something about ancestral something, which also said family, so has something to do with other people. Knowingness, I didn't even know that was a word. Inner peace. It says here like, oh, lamp energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend. A young child, just a little girl, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Well, that could resonate or not, I don't know, but we're gonna move on. I mean, we're 5 minutes in. Okay. Share. Oh, it almost looked like they were like doing something with her dress or something. I don't know. I'm being reminded again of like, they wouldn't hurt a fly, but I'm like, if they come into my home, then they come in, like that's their own action, you know. Like I can't, you know, spiders, little insects, like they either stay out of my home, or they will understand that they should never have come there in the first place. Which, yeah, I know that they don't know that's my home, but I don't care. Anyway, indecision, number 8. Why do I feel like this card is significant? I mean, I always feel like this card is significant in some way, but anyway. I'm hearing the word porcupine in my head like over and over. I mean, it could be meat, but it could also be significant. Mayflies. We have a lot of animals coming through. We have the lamp, we have the porcupine, we have the porcupine, however you pronounce that, damn it. Mayflies. And, oh, we have I tune out negative people and thoughts in reverse. Okay. And that's underneath the indecision card. Okay, I get it. Okay, that's cool. They are in an indecisive energy because they are not tuning out negative people and thoughts. Cool. And I think it's interesting that I said like, I'm just a little girl or I'm just a little guy, because it almost feels like, please don't hurt me, like I did nothing wrong, or but I'm just like this innocent energy, but also feels like as if they're trying to protect themselves, like, you know, like, but I'm just a person, I'm just a human being, you know, like saying, like, it's not necessarily an excuse, but it's like saying that to be like, well, you can't really blame me for this because I'm just a human being on earth and whatever, something like that. So it sounds a little bit like, you know, someone who is not yet in their power, in their own power, but I do feel like their power that they do have, which relies, well, not relies, but, well, it does rely a little bit on innocence. It feels very, that's their pure side. That's why I feel like that's so powerful, because when we toughen up, it's not necessarily like, for example, people who say we are tough when we are able to deal with pain or whatever. It's like, well, I guess that's what happens in life, or something like that, you know, but I don't know how to say it. In a sense, it's like that childlike sort of, like with this, I feel like it's because of the colors as well, like the just like kind of blue greenish kind of colors, and that little bit of like a rainbowy kind of feeling here. Here as well, by the way. Okay, rainbow, which could be about like childlike wonder, but obviously a lot of people will like see like, okay, that's like LBTQ, LBTGQ, GDQ. I don't even know the way it goes anymore. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, people who resonate with having changed their perception or way of living in a way like gender identity, you know, I don't know. I just call it people who are different from what I have been used to seeing, and I love it. It's a good kind of different. Anyway, so this person's energy. So who's this person? Well, I can definitely say that this person is shy and would not really say much about it. But suddenly, like, what am I getting? I'm suddenly hearing like maybe they actually are so much braver than they think they are. I feel like they will be like, they're not necessarily tuning out the negative stuff and like that, but they will try to make a move forward. I feel like they are the kind of person who is like very shy and would not take that step. But then they prove themselves wrong. Maybe almost out of pressure. I don't know. But they still do something that they were scared of anyway. But not in a way like... It's like almost like I'm not gonna go necessarily for it. I'm gonna try and go toward that direction, if that makes any sense. So it is... I do understand the indecision here. Because this person is like, yeah, I want to go toward that person, but they're also like, sorry, there's something like on the table. They do want to go towards you. They do want to make a move or of some sorts, but they are just very, not insecure, but very unsure of how to do it or how to approach you. Because they may have heard certain different kind of things either about you or about like how you should approach someone in any kind of way like that, like especially if they are not experienced when it comes to relationships or something like that. Like they honestly feel like they will approach you, like if we see that this lamp is like looking you like directly in the eye, you know, so it's like, I am here, but I am just a little baby, please, like I'm just a precious little baby, please be careful with my heart, you know. It kind of feels like that. So they're actively bringing themselves in a position where they could be heard, which is actually a very powerful thing that they don't even know is what they have. Like, they are open, they're letting, well, I don't know about them knowing about or being very consciously knowing that they are letting themselves, you know, like as if they're very aware that they are doing something or wanting to do something that could lead to disappointment in some sort of way. But I feel like they wouldn't do it unless they were entirely sure of it. So if they would go toward you, fairy lovers, new love, courtship, romance, falling in love. Number 46. So they definitely have some feelings for you. And I do feel like the two of you could actually be really good matched. Like, I feel like it's very, like, I just noticed, like, I have this rose quartz turtle here, and it's like, oh my gosh, or turquoise, however you want to call it. Like, I don't flippin' care. It's just an animal. Its label is not important. It is beautiful in its own way, and it means, like, even if it's an animal that is maybe a little bit slower or a little bit cute or this or that, doesn't mean that they don't have power. Okay, I think it's interesting that these wings almost look like these wings from the mayflies, which I think that mayflies, it had a message that I think that I remember, but I'm not very sure. Where is it? Number 32. Ah, there we go. Okay. Mayflies spend their lives mostly as immature nymphs. Nymph. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'll look that up in a second. Only to emerge, mate, and die often within 24 hours. Don't take things literally, please. They're delicate and beautiful, and a poignant reminder of temporality and impermanence. Meditate on them to remember what's important in this moment. Life is short, death is guaranteed. Good for you. Try not to stress out about this, but rather think on it as a reminder and permission to fully enjoy the feeling of being in a body and existing in this world. Like, you don't necessarily need to think that someone is going to die in like 24 hours, okay? Like, that's just not what should be in any kind of reading. Like, what on earth will that help me with, or anyone? I mean, I could think of certain things like, yeah, then you know for sure, no, not know for sure, but then you know, like, to, yeah, what the message says, like, to live those moments, the last moments that you have in the best way possible, but still, I'm gonna do that anyway. Like, it's a message for people who are too busy with stressing out about things, if that makes any sense, who do not really want to, well, want to is one thing, but who don't really give themselves permission to really live their life. So it could be that they're right now in that position. I mean, we have number 25. I tune out negative people and thoughts. I mean, it's in reverse. And I also feel like, I mean, also with the headphone, which I like because I'm literally wearing a headphone right now, listening to music, to tune out negative vibes and sounds that are coming from outside or something. Is this sound on from that thing? Okay. That's something on in the background, but I was like, oh shit, did I leave the sound on? No, I didn't. Cool. Anything else that you need to know? Support. Like, this is a person, support, share. This is a person who is definitely a giver, and they give in the best way they can. I do not see this person as someone who necessarily gives in a monetarily kind of way, or in, like, giving, like, or like doing little things, or reminding them of little things, of caring, oh my gosh, caring about the other, and not taking care of others, but to, it's almost like they are a reminder, the secret path, and the irresistible pull down, a distinct path, ley lines, mystical traditions. It's almost like they just want to make sure that people are all right. Number 44. I think it's interesting because one of the other cards had like a secret doorway, like the other groups, I mean, and in the middle, and here it's like a secret path. So, it's a very much like a very endearing kind of energy to be in, to feel right now, like, to have someone like them around them. I can admit that if they get a little bit too, I'm hearing like aggressively, like, what's that word? Well, I don't want to say sticky, but they kind of like stick around. No, it's they have that certain care about them, like they want to be treated well, but at the same time, like, they don't want to miss out on opportunities, which I think is really a great trait of their personality. Well, it's an energy, I mean, but it's a great way, like, this is about like who this person is, right? So, I mean, depending on, of course, like, whether you like this as well or not, I don't know, but that's this person. I do feel like the two of you will really be a very cute couple, or at least like I don't necessarily feel like the two of you are friends, but if you are friends, then only like you know each other from like through another person or something, but not like you know each other, but it's more like you've seen each other across the room, you know, kind of stuff, like friends through a different friend or something. And if not that, then it's just like, I don't know, your neighbor's cat. No, but I mean, you could be loving a cute animal. Like, this could literally be a reading, like, what animal or is starting to really trust you or something like that. But, it's just, you know, I'm not going to count on that for people to be something that they are literally questioning right now, but I'm not, I'm not necessarily limiting options anyway. This is about who's starting to catch feelings for you. Or could just in general be that you're also, like, a confirmation could be that you are actually have, like, bought a pet, or, like, maybe one of the two, or one or both of you have, like, pets, and, like, you are able to connect very well with those animals as well. Could be that. Like, animals, I mean, we have this turtle, we have a lamp, we have a porcupine, we have mayflies, we have all these animals. Whether you connect with one or either, or any of them, that's not necessarily the case, but it could be something about animals that could be significant. With support here, I feel number 30 as well. Number 30, number 44, number 46, number 32, number 8, number 25 could all be significant dates, ages, numbers. Even if that is, like, it's just extra confirmation. It's not a message that says, like, whether this reading is the right one for you, okay? Unless that's the way that you do things. I'm just saying it's not in my control. So, anything else that you need to know about this person? Who is this person? Oh my gosh. So, in all honesty, it could be that you are already in, like, a good relationship or some sort of connection with this person. Like, I do feel like, oh, okay. I do feel like, sorry about that camera thing for a second. Like, I can't help that. But it starts to bother me. I'll look a little bit into it when I have time. But it's not like the world is ending, so I'm not gonna be like, you know. The thing is, I was disrupted by that camera thing. I was just wanting to look up to see if the cards were in its place, and then that happened, and now I'm a little pissed off. It disrupted my flow. Okay. Okay, but that doesn't make this person any less cute or adorable. But I was wanting to say something about that you may feel like you have the same energy as this person, like either in general or just toward this person. I don't know. But it does feel very... It's sweet but uncertain. Like, there's a lot of uncertainty. Like, this person would wish. Like, I feel like they're just a little bit sensitive to certain things happening. Can we not do that, please? Thank you. Like with the porcupine, which, like, they have, like, spiky thingies going on. Like, can I just look into the guidebook? No, that's a spider. Like, that's number 32 or something, right? Okay, maybe not. 36, okay. Yeah, with its body covered in innumerable sharp quills. Is a curious creature. Yeah, I do feel like this person is very curious. If you heard something in the background, that was my dishwasher. Or my dishwasher connecting to my sink thing. Wait, what does it say? I'm looking toward the camera. I'm like, this time I'm gonna watch it. So I'm not gonna, okay. anything else that you need to know about who this person is? Oh my gosh. What else do you need to know about this person? What else does your 3 need to know about this person, Spirit? Oh, we have Child of the Moon, Forgiveness Transcending the Ego, number 36. I feel like they're, well, not necessarily busy. Let me think this through. Sometimes I know what it means, but then I speak and then I sound incredibly dumb. At least, in my opinion, I don't know how other people perceive me. That's just a mystery to me. I literally don't even know whether someone is like looking at this and being like, oh God, you just cannot shut up. Which could be seen as a positive or negative thing. I don't even know what that would mean. But if one doesn't say like what exactly they mean with their message, I may interpret their message. Whatever. So, forgiveness, transcending the ego. I see spider webs. I don't know if you can see it, but I can definitely see some spider webs here. Which, yeah, I can see some spider webs outside of this card as well. In general, but let's not continue about spiders. I like certain things here. I mean, nature is definitely depicted, and these cards are absolutely gorgeous. I'm hungry. Has nothing to do with this reading, unless you are also hungry, and I just needed to say that so you go get yourself some food or something. I don't know. Or to torture you. Could also be. I'm seeing them like standing on top of like a tree, well, not leaves, but the tree branches or whatever that is. Yeah, I think it's tree branches. Then we're walking. Then you see this person walking in like a foresty kind of area, and then we see, actually she's like standing like on these webs, which, wow, that's definitely a different level of lightweight and also balance. Like, how the hell do you do that? Now, that is not important because, okay, so forgiveness, transcending the ego. So this is definitely someone who is having feelings for you. This is someone who, like, is maybe, I feel like they were very cuddly, like they want to be close to someone. I also feel like they may like quality time together, but I also feel like they're very like, they could be a little bit, I don't necessarily think secretive, but they could be like holding back some information about themselves because they sometimes just want to be alone. And just kind of do things for themselves. Sometimes I just like tap my face or my throat and then the yawning goes away. Sometimes. I'm kind of lost for a moment. Like, I need a clarifier for the transcending the ego forgiveness thing. Like, I'm not getting a specific message with that, so. Spirit, can you give me a clarifying card for the, thank you, and it's the late bloomer, Knight of Rings, so the Knight of Pentacles. So this is definitely something they're working on. So they're working on forgiveness, working on like slowly taking the steps forward to make sure that they're going toward the right path for themselves, but also to make sure that they are not getting distracted by outside perspectives, because they have I feel like they are aware that they sometimes have the tendency to act like a little bit of like a like don't touch me, don't come near me, like kind of attitude. Like maybe that's what's troubling them so much, because usually they are like you know, holding back on their sweet kind of nature, and then they act like a little bit of a cat when they've had enough of petting. Like, get away from me. I hate you now. Like, I loved you a moment before, but now I hate you. I'm not saying that this is literally how this person acts, and I'm not at all reading for like abusive people, all right, but or are toxic people, but do know, like, I mean, I also have my little trouble sometimes, and it doesn't necessarily make me toxic. That makes me human, because we are born here to have certain experiences. So let's get some more information about this person. What else do you need to know about this person? I'm hearing literally this. I was being reminded of the word lightweight, and then I suddenly heard this song Lightweight from Demi Lovato. I'm a lightweight, easy to fall, easy to break. Oh gosh, like that's the perfect song, honestly. That's literally this person's energy. Let me just, oh. No, don't do that, thank you. Oh, I have a little bit of a, sorry. Okay, just, put the thing in my phone so it doesn't run out of battery. Okay, what did I want to do? I wanted, okay, that's a porcupine. I wanted to, lightweight. No, not denim jeans. Thank you. Denim jeans, lightweight denim jeans. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly read the lyrics a little bit. So I'm not gonna repeat sentences, by the way. The slightest words you said have all gone to my head. I hear angels sing in your voice. When you pull me close, feelings I've never known. They mean everything and leave me no choice. Light on my heart, light on my feet. Light in your eyes, I can't even speak. Do you even know how you make me weak? I'm a lightweight, better be careful what you say. With every word I'm blown away. You're in control of my heart. Okay, I'm a lightweight, easy to fall, easy to break. With every move, my whole world shakes. Keep me from falling apart. Make a promise, please. You'll always be in reach, just in case I need you there when I call. This is also new, seems too good to be true. Could this really be a safe place to fall? Yeah, light on my heart, blah, blah, blah. I'm a lightweight, let's see. Keep me from falling down, drowned in your love. It's almost all too much. Handle with care, say you'll be there. Keep me from falling apart. So you could, of course, just look it up or listen to it yourself. If that is something you want to do, of course. I mean, you don't have to. But that's kind of like who this person is right now, or their energy. So it's like I'm just a girl, you know. I'm just a baby. Like I'm a sensitive little lamb. Please be careful with me. Like my heart breaks very easily. It's just. It's adorable, but at the same time, it's like, you know, they don't have much experience, I suppose. So, or they do, and that's exactly what makes them so careful around people. Like, who am I to say? Like, that's. I mean, if you know this person and you know they're, yeah, then you do know what I mean with that. And that's good, because I don't know what I mean sometimes, and that's. Yeah, okay, so what else do you need to know about this person? Let's see, okay. We have the 5 of Roses, which is competition, 5 of Wands. Okay, 5 of Wands. So this person may have been a little bit of a, well, I don't know about arguing, but they may have been someone who, well, competition, it's like literally like trying to be the best, trying to win, or trying to, impress somebody or something like that. I'm being reminded of that character from, oh my god, probably no one knows about what I'm talking about, but like there's this thing about vampires or whatever, and there's a story about multiple characters, and you can like download the app or whatever and choose to play that, and it's like a daily thing. Like you can't just like even if you want to read more, you have to wait like a day to get energy or whatever. Like, which is a real pain in the ass, but something like, oh gosh, Is This Love, something like that, and it's about Peter, what's he called? Peter. Yeah, it's the character Peter, and it kind of feels like him. It's a little bit melancholic, but at the same time, he's very sweet and very gentle with other people. His heart has been broken, and I mean, yeah, he's a vampire, so I guess it's not really like he had much of a choice. He's a good piano player, and I absolutely like honestly, if I will think of Peter, I will think like he is like a very good, he will be a very sweet friend. I would honestly really adore him. If I would give him a personality type, I would say either INFP or ISFP. He was very poetic, but ISFP can also be very like really interested in those little poetic things. And like the main character that you play is also quite like, you know, also loves like Peter's like sensitive side and stuff like that. Like he is adorable, but he is bruised, man. You can like, would I like, it's a character, like if he gives you his attention, then I almost feel like that will be like a gift. Like, thank you for your attention. Like, someone like you would not easily give their attention to, like, and really care about, or I mean, he would care, but a character like him really feels like, well, I don't know about too good to be true, because, you know, everyone has their own things going on, but like, you wouldn't dare say anything bad about him, because, well, I'm being reminded of his character, and it's like, well, I listened to that, so it could be that this person has a little bit of that energy of, like, I'm actually quite sensitive to what other people say, but at the same time, I don't let other people know that. And if ever getting into some sort of relationship with this person, if that were to be the case, of course, then I think, like, don't jump into it. Like, don't do that. Like, take it very slowly, because it's very precious, and to just jump into it, I don't think that they'd be able to even handle that, honestly. Like, I think that they will just easily kind of back off if something doesn't feel right to them, or something is just a little bit too sensitive, or for them, like a little bit too, for them to handle. But now that I'm thinking about like that character, I'm like, oh, I get it. Like, it's not necessarily like someone who's just acting like a little crybaby, but more like someone who really is doing everything they can, like, and still they're not getting the recognition they seek. I honestly wouldn't know, like, I'm only, like, through energy, I know, like, okay, that just doesn't feel right, but I don't know when it comes to relationships what it will be like to be with someone like this, so, I wouldn't know what advice I could give you, for example. I just wouldn't know. But anyway, anything else that you need to know? Like, this literally reminded me of that character, because there was this scene, where Peter in that story would, like, at like in the gym hall or something, because they were still you know, at school, something like that, even though he was, like, I guess over like quite a few hundred years old, but, you know, vampires, but this time he felt the need to prove himself or something like that, and that was unlike him. So I do feel like there's a little bit of that, little bit of like a sneaky competitive nature in them. Like, if they don't have anything to care about, then they just wouldn't try and prove themselves or whatever. But if there's something that they care about, I guess that they will act maybe a little bit more differently than they usually do. But it was kind of funny to look at it, actually. Like, I liked it, like, how he was like, yeah, look at that, I'm cool too. Not just my brothers, I'm also cool. Anyway. I mean, the scene when I was watching the scene, it was really funny. Like in a good way, like you turned like really sneaky, like had a face like almost like to tease somebody or something. I love when people have like faces that tease other people. I love it. So flippin' hilarious. What else do you need to know about this person? Like, I mean, whatever I just mentioned, but I don't know, took me, well, it didn't take me like forever, but could be significant to this person. Yeah, I definitely feel like even in their friend group, they're the one who's a little bit more quiet, like, but at the same time, they're very passionate about the things that they care about. I don't necessarily see this person as a bad person, but I feel like if you would, like, give them a chance to share themselves, then you'll see a side of them that is very, very precious and has very, like, a lot of meaning. Spirit, what else does group 3 need to know about the person who is starting to gain feelings for them? The rose ceremony. Cool. What is this card? I have no idea. Where deck that guidebook, please. Thank you. And it is Judgment. Oh, Judgment, Decisions, Inner Knowing, Outcomes. And I've recently seen a card in a new like tarot deck, and it said the card Judgment was all about like forgiveness, and I completely agree. Judgment is like you're able to finally let something go and forgive yourself mostly. So I do want to know, what is the Judgment card right now talking about? I do not have any clue what it has to do with some sort of ceremony or rose ceremony, but I guess, I mean, it's the final rose tarot, so I can't really say anything about it. Can I have a clarifier, please? What is the rose ceremony talking about? Oh, right. Which reminds me that there was like a place that this character would like share, like in the woods or some secluded place, where they would just kind of sit there and, like, I don't know, just chill and just whatever. But that's maybe a place where they would hide, or where they will be and just kind of enjoy being alone or whatever. And it could be that if you're that special to them, which I mean, we have the competition card falling out, and I just mentioned, like, competition, that's not really their thing. But what you need to know is that if they care about something, then they will definitely be a little bit more stubborn, or a little bit more passionate about what they care about is what they are passionate about. So they'll definitely want to share that place with you. Like, I'm hearing, like, I don't want to hurt you, I just want to hear you out. I'm hearing that. Can I please have a card for the rose ceremony? I feel like there's also something that they may, like, there's something about them forgiving you, which I have no idea what that means, but if that sounds significant or something to your situation, then, yeah, please take that. I mean, if that, yeah, then you're allowed to claim that message. Anyway. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Let's try that again. Can I please have a clarifier for the rose ceremony? The cards were like, there was a card like almost like jumping out of the deck, and yeah. Didn't want it to fall on the floor. Clarifier for, yeah, that we're not going to do that. How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you mind? I'd rather have one card. I'm a little bit less is more, which, I mean, it could get worse. it could be more, depending on the topic or whatever. Doesn't matter. Clarifier for the Judgment card, please, Spirit. breathe in patience and breathe out impatience. There we go. Clarifier. Okay, I'll do it differently then. Clarifier for thank you. We have the Three of Roses, which is the Three of Wands, next destination. Fire energy could be significant. We have a lot of roses, which is wands, fire energy, earth energy, definitely earth energy. Anything else? A little tiny bit of air. I'm hearing Cancer or Scorpio, like specifically. So this could be talking about how they're letting go of certain expectations or certain things that they're, or that they want to let go. It's not really wanting, like the rose is like letting go and forgiving something that, like to let go of what could happen in the future, like to let go of expectations of what the future has to hold, and to not, and to embrace the possibilities of good things happening instead of just bad things. Like I feel like it's almost like they feel hope, as if they feel recognition for themselves about certain things, and that they're able to understand that past behavior cannot be undone, but it can definitely be adjusted or changed. Like not what happened in the past, but learn from it and know that life is not that big of a battlefield, yeah, or something like that. Anything else? Oh gosh, not like that, please. Anything else that you need to know about this person? We have the Three of Flutes, which is Three of Cups. So here to make friends, which we have the what's that? Support card as well. And that immediately reminded me of the Three of Cups. So I feel like they definitely want to get acquainted with you, or to get a closer relationship with you in some way. Like they're not here to make enemies, they're here to make friends, you know, it almost feels like a little bit of a storyline, how they went from this toward this, like let's just move forward with peace and let's embrace the positive things in life as well. So that's kind of what they're dealing with right now, I suppose. Anything else that you need to know about what they, for example, like want? We have the first date, Ace of Rings, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, like for example, they would want like to like literally have like a first date. I could really imagine that. Or I can. Yeah, I think that will be. That makes a lot of sense to me. Let's just say it like that. So to definitely get closer, and I mean, here to make friends, like that doesn't mean like they just want to keep in the friend zone or whatever, but to include friendship with whatever, you know, like to have a partner and to also just have them as their best friend, you know, like if you're not friends with your partner, then I don't, you know, like I don't know, like friendship needs to be there in relationships, I think, in any way, or something like that. So let's look into some last messages, guidance, anything else that you need to hear about this person, this connection, anything. It can be anything. So your wish is coming true. Celebrate your success. So I don't know what the heck you were wishing, but they are saying it's coming true. So I can't say much than this. Oh, stay right there. We're not going anywhere. So then we have Knight of Water, which is the Knight of Cups, with emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. They're kind of in this kind of space. The Knight of Water is like the Knight of Cups. It's like the love giver, or the one who expresses their desires or their love, you know, like their feelings. Falling in love, wedding proposals. Okay, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So this could be something that's happening for you, or what you can expect next from this person. I mean, if you're excited about this, then I guess that this is a positive thing, of course. The unknown. Be comfortable in not knowing. Number 5 with change, obviously. So something is probably going to change in this connection. And I feel like it's going to be something that you can be very happy with, or that you'll be happy with. Now, group 3, that's all I have for you. So thank you so much for being here. Do not forget to like this reading if you enjoyed it, so I know what you guys are interested in and what I can lean towards making in the future. If you have any suggestions or ideas for other pick a card readings, you can comment them down below, so I'll be able to acknowledge them. Also, if you want to support me on this channel, you can comment down below and let me know how it resonates. Other ways of supporting me are in the description box down below if you are interested. I'm sending you much love and joy and healing. Also with this, a lot of joy with this, hopefully. Thank you for letting me read for you, and I hope to see you back soon. Hi Group 4, welcome to your reading. So we will be looking into who is starting to catch feelings for you. So let's get started with some, well, that's tricky, with some oracle cards, with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. Where do I put you? Just somewhere there. Okay. And we're going to look into who this person is first and their energy, anything that you need to know about this person. Now, Panther. There's something about them that I think is funny, as if they have like this bark but no bite kind of attitude sometimes. It's the first thing that strikes me. Metamorphosis. Just to... Okay, you can't see anything. Cool. Metamorphosis. Number 20. What's that? 5, 6, 7, 20, no, 10. 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Cardinal reversed. I want to look into that card first because I'm confused. I think I'm confused. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Why can I not find it? Come on. There we go. Number 48. Almost. There we go. Angelic presence, love, divinity, empathy, devotion, passion. We got that card in reverse though. Okay, so I'll see what I'll do with this. Put you there. I'll look into the Panther as well real quick. If I will fight the Panther, that is. of the unnecessary, okay. Annihilation, I don't know how to pronounce it, of the unnecessary purging. Brave, productive, pushing toward what? Or pushing forward, I don't know. The tower personality, oh, okay. Tower energy, action, active, drama, cool. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes it's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating, but after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the path there's wisdom at work. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I hope. Like, I'm not gonna make assumptions about how I will do the reading, how awesome I'll do it. Oneness. In the meantime, I'll just ask my spirit guides if they can give me like some sort of reference. Like, for example, a character from somewhere. Okay, I felt confused for a second. A man holding a coin reversed. Holding back or keeping away from possibilities, anything like that. I'm just kind of mumbling to myself, don't mind me. Cutting board, okay. And I am beautiful in reverse, okay. Right, I remember there was one group that like a lot of reverse cards will fall out. Let me just look into the cutting board so I know a little bit more than what I already do know. Number 18. Okay, so this is number 9. Cooking is truly magic. Time, effort, and care into creating full fuel for human and other creatures. Bodies. Food is fuel and directly supports you in your movement, creation, emotions, and ability to love. Like, I like how this mentions love, and this also mentions love. It's kind of in reverse. Wait, what is it? Cardinal. Cool. Okay. I'm saying cool a lot of times, which could be that something that this person says a lot. Let me just look into that. Oh, that's a bird. Bird of the month. Yeah, cool. Stop. Okay. And they're typically red. Okay. I mean, I'm seeing red pictures, so not red pictures, but pictures with birds that are red, orangey colored. Fire energy could be significant here. Earth energy could be significant. Fire as well. I'm hearing Sagittarius for signs or whatever. So let's see. What can I say about this person? Who is this person? So I feel like this person is definitely one for raw emotions and who does not, well, I don't know, like, it feels like they definitely feel emotions very deeply. They feel whatever they feel very deeply. I'm hearing like some would call them like a little bit of a crybaby, or they used to be a little bit like that. Or it's something like, even if this person shows up as really tough or whatever people want to call them, and I'm hearing tough love. So I don't know, like number 29, number 40, yeah, 43, number 9, number 10, 6, 7, 18. Well, 1 in oneness. I don't even know if that's no. Okay. I need to look more into that guidebook. Like sometimes I'm like I get the feel, but I don't really know how to explain it. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. Okay. Self-destructive when out of balance. And we have, oh, wait, I just noticed how these cards are all reversed and these cards are all upright. So, okay. Okay, and I know like the panther is like coming from this side, like you see the neck coming from this side, so looking toward that. So I feel like their energy right now shows as someone who is kind of in an uncomfortable process themselves. Like I thought like is this person like just like transformation like in general, or are they going through a transformation? But this is just kind of their vibe. Like they're right now in a very uncomfortable energy. They're not really feeling all that love and light energy, at least not for the majority. Oh, can you not do that, please? Okay, I was talking to my cards. I feel like this person is being challenged at the moment with things that they're a little uncomfortable with. Things that they know that they have to do, and things that they're not able right now to walk away from, to run away from even, if you want to call it like that. I feel like they're right now going through this shift because they have no other choice. It's not like they really want to go through this shift, or like they really are going through it. Like this is someone, like whoever this person is, this is someone who used to, for example, like, no, I'm not going to say that. That's absolutely not what I would say. Like I almost wanted to say verbally abused, but I'm not going to go there. I mean, it could be, of course, all right, that this person had those tendencies. But I'm just saying, like, I do not, it's not the best option to look or to listen to readings when you know that this person has done a lot of bad stuff that like maybe you don't even want to hear about this person. Like let's just say that. Like maybe you're just so done with this person. Okay, I'm not gonna assume anything, but let's just say that it's like this person is starting to notice its effect of you, for example, not being there anymore. So there could be someone who is not like really in the best place right now. But I do want to mention how you've been called to this deck, this crystal, or just a number 4. I don't know why I felt called to necessarily say that. I'm hearing return to peace. There's something about that. I put this here so I will not get distracted when I'm busy doing the energy thing. So what I'm seeing right now is that there is right now a person, like the person who is starting to develop some sort of whatever feelings for you, could be someone who took you a little bit for granted, because we have the man holding a coin. So for example, like maybe I don't think so actually, but there could be like this possibility of this person misusing your kind of power, or not really knowing that you had such power to begin with, or kind of not acknowledging or just turning away from reality, if that makes any sense. This is someone who turns out to not love themselves in the way that they, for example, how they are perceived or how they look. Like they cannot even stand to look in a mirror, and they immediately think like, I am a crap kind of person. I don't necessarily feel like they are always like this. I feel like they have been like taking back their like they have not been very present with a lot of people, or like maybe even with their closest friends, or if they even have some to begin with. No offense at all meant, but like, I mean, I only have one friend, and that's nothing, that has nothing to do with being offensive or like offensive realities, So I'm just saying, if they even have friends to begin with, because friends are, well, real friends, like those are not really easy to find. the ones that you know, can be yourself with completely. But I feel like this person cannot even be themselves around like themselves. I thought I heard a sound anyway. Let me look into this one again because I just want to. And it says, with further reflection, with this one, how does looking at a situation through the lens of compassion shift your perspective? How does looking at yourself through this lens change you? Looking at yourself through this lens, that's very interesting. What, who or what makes you feel alive? Name it out loud, move closer to it. The first thing that I felt like, okay, yeah, I feel like you are like that person that makes them feel more alive. I don't know if you have known this person for a long time or not, but this is definitely someone that can be both from the past and from, yeah, quite recently. I don't know. Like, you don't need to ask whether this is about this or this or this situation, like from past, present, or future. It really doesn't, like, as long as the reading resonates and stuff like that, then you can trust that this is your reading. And the meaning behind cardinal is angelic presence, love, divinity, empathy, devotion, and passion. And I feel like they are kind of like the way they, for example, are looking toward these changes or toward these feelings even is in a way of like where they, I'm hearing they can't escape. They can't escape what? They can't escape the reality of the situation is what I'm hearing. What's this? Oh, it's just like a, excuse me, I thought there was something on the card, but I guess it's just a part of your body, man. With this, I'm feeling like a golden opportunity. I feel like they really missed out on that because they did not, like, I'm hearing again, like they took you for granted and they were not able to see in the eyes of love. I feel like if anything, they are right now realizing, well, they're not really in the realization, like the conscious realization, but they are no longer able to avoid a certain truth about you or a situation or about themselves. And maybe that truth has a lot to do with them, my mind. Can you please work with me? Yeah, when they look at themselves in the mirror, they just don't like what they see. But I don't mean like necessarily in a physical sense, like, oh my god, my hair looks so pretty. Like, fuck that. Right now it's more about like they look at themselves or they see themselves and they can't accept or they can't like what they're seeing. It's almost like they're feeling weighed down by themselves and not really anyone. And I'm hearing it could be that they have like they kind of projecting that stuff onto others, and it may very well be also you that they have projected that bullshit on. So let's get into this. So we have, excuse me, what? Gossamer Princess. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce it, so if I did not do it right, then, well, that sucks. Communication, relationship work to be done. Relationship work to be done. That's interesting, huh? Once was innocent. Knowledge means change. Yeah. Like they're starting to understand things about how they do not like themselves, but it's not really, like, it has to change with something small, and I feel like there's not really a rush of everything happening right now, but I do feel like they're starting to come closer to themselves in a way that they have never really done before, and that freaks them out a little bit because it triggers them to retreat to their own wound, to their older kind of concepts or older kind of ways of perceiving things or looking at things. And I feel like, I mean, what is happening here on the left, like, I'm also right now like it's like left and right. I don't know if there's anyone, but I have to like literally put up my head like, oh, right and L, like, okay, this left. I literally like, even when I'm driving, it's like, okay, where's left, like what is that thing again, like it's so blurred that I just it's a little bit tricky words. Hands up if you're the same. Anyway, I was just reminded, like, so left and right. So right can also be seen as like that is a right thing to do, but not like that is a going to the right thing to do, or you're literally going to the right. I don't know, but I'm thinking of this like they may have perceived this to be the right approach, because they didn't think like they didn't like this reminds me again like the right. So I'm hearing the word hawk in my head. So yeah, hawk. That card literally fell out for another group. But like you, for example, who offered like an opportunity, for example, like to change, like this reminds of the Knight of Pentacles, at least right now. And that could be like a golden opportunity for things to actually go in a direction of being serious and not like just moping around. I don't know why I was being like, why I felt called to say moping around, but to I don't know. Then I was called like toward the hair of both of these people. Like obviously I'm just being called toward this message right now, as if like to cut away the hair, as if that means like cut away the hair and you will cut away a part that no longer resonates with you, for example. So I guess that this is something that they may be trying to work at or do at the moment, and they're maybe not extremely aware of that what they're doing yet. It could also be but they're definitely going toward a direction where they're actually looking at better ways. So they're coming from this and they're going toward the left, whether in literal form or literally just in like this reading, the layout. But these cards are all about like change and like being one with one another and creating something. What was that again? Number 18, right? Okay. Oh, think about where your food is coming from. How many hands it needed to pass through to get to you. Many, I guess, because I usually order through delivery. Anyway, think about the sun, water, insects. I do not want to think about that. Plants, animals, farm workers, truck drivers, grocery store employees. Many of them include people. Okay, everything and everyone and you, parts of the path that get you nourished. Speaking. Think about cooking as meditation. A time to slow down and relish. You need to eat. That's true. I actually didn't have dinner tonight. This evening. Oops. Savor the routine and the ritual and experimentation and to play. Well, have fun. Now, I like how it's like 1-8 together, and then we have 9, and it's like 1-9 is like 20, but well, on 1-9 is 10 actually. So, but I was like 19. Oh gosh, just don't. Okay, ignore me. Let's see. So, I also feel like this has a lot to do with compassion as well. I don't know why I suddenly think about that, but that could be significant. Let's see. Full as fuel and directly supports you in your movement, creation, emotions, and ability to love. So can I just have like a shorter way of saying what the heck this is talking about? Because I still don't get it. It's just me. Oh, it's like the meditation. It's like the process of something or whatever. So this could be like them coming home toward themselves and them like really finding out that what this was, that it was never actually for theirs to linger in, is what I'm being called to say. Linger. I don't use that word that often. Dragon's Pet, number 42, number 12, number 28. Communication again. Communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, guardianship. Well, I don't want to give like out like what is this communication? Like, in all honesty, this could be, of course, talking about someone who's like wanting to communicate with you or whatever. But I'm not going to linger on that topic because I feel like this person is not really in the right space. If you have been wanting to communicate with them, to me, it will be like, right now is not really the best timing. Right now is not really the timing where you would like expect them to be completely in this energy. Like they're looking toward it, but they're still kind of here. Like they're growing toward that. They are like starting to understand, like they're kind of in the middle, their face is here. But still, it's like there's a lot of misunderstandings about their own body, about their own self, about their being, that they just kind of have to let go of, and to understand that this kind of whatever is happening, like we see how she's like hugging herself. It's almost like this person, what the art, how they're like is like hugging themselves and is actually embracing this change, like some things are happening, and it's like a connection with oneself, and with feeling a lot more in tune with what is happening within you, instead of just focusing on what is around you and letting that influence what is happening within you, or what should be happening within you. I'm feeling a lot of repressed kind of or unresolved issues. So it could be that, I mean, this could literally be about themselves, but I feel like this could also be about like a certain past, whatever. But I'm not, since I'm not like, to me, it's like my energy flows like this. Like I see a door, and if the door doesn't open, I know that there is an option there, or a possibility for something that could be the case. But if the door doesn't want to open, it's like, okay, so that's not the right door. You know, I'm trying to look for the right door. So as I'm talking about this, I'm trying to think of what could be the case. But if I'm not getting any more information, it's like, bam, like you can't go any further because that information is not the right one. Anyway, so let's look into what else you need to know about this person. Like, let me just be very clear. I do not want to further, like, okay? The thing is, I understand humans like, not humans, but I understand that there's more to one person than just like, oh yeah, they're toxic, they're this or that. But if they have been someone who has not been doing you any good, okay, if they've been hurting you, either physically, mentally, emotionally, then I really suggest staying the heck away from this person, and or at least just, I mean, that as well, but to not look into a reading. But again, if this is someone you do not even want to hear about, then you know it's just like, it's letting you know, like, for whatever reason you need to know this. I don't even know why you need to know it if you don't want to know. Anyway, well, maybe you need to know for whatever reason. I mean, I'm not the one to say that. You'll know that better than I do, I hope. So whatever it's happening, I see that this person's right now in an energy of like very disruptive or very strong change, like that they have to deal with whether they like it or not. Like here, like we have the devil at the back of the deck, and it's like, I'm not happy with being here. So they're kind of like stuck in a place. For the ones who are not interested in hearing about some sort of pity party or whatever, I'm not saying that this person is literally doing that, but if you don't want to listen to this kind of stuff, then yeah, there are other things you can do with your life, or there are other readings you can look at, look at, whatever you prefer. I mean, if you just look at it and not listen, I guess, then you won't really learn anything other than or you'll make your own message out of it. Okay, anyway. That's me trying to open the door again, and it's like, nope. It's just kind of rubbish. Anyway, so what else do you need to know about this person? So definitely that they are going through changes, and not just changes, but like we have metamorphosis, and here it says knowledge means change. So they're definitely changing. If that is something that you even want to know, number 6, number 10, number 1, number 0, number 3, anything else, number 11, so what do you need to know about this person right now? Like, who is starting to catch feelings for you? Like, this is about who is starting to catch feelings for you. So I don't know whether they already have feelings for you or not, but they're starting to develop, I'm hearing, but they're starting to, okay, crack. That was my hip. No, that was my thigh, actually. Hip, thigh, like somewhere there. Right, they're making changes, but since I'm not getting too much information about what that change is about, I feel like this is more about like, oh, I was distracted for a moment. Just a second. I'm just going to need to okay. Let's see. No, here we go. Was distracted by something that I saw in the background. Excuse me. Although I don't really care since it helps me focus. Let's see. Okay. Huh, 30 minutes, okay. Better than other times. I also want to know why they're starting to catch feelings, not because it's necessarily like, maybe you already know, but it's like, I don't know, like we're hearing about who this person is. So what else do you need to know about this person? Oh, we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, the 9 of Swords is an energy of like, deep fear, anxiety. It's like not being able to sleep, not being able to think clearly, because your thoughts are just so stressed, so full of anxiety, thoughts like as if the world is gonna consume you or something like that. It's like, so this person, what you need to know about this person is that they're right now in a little bit of an energy, whether that is toward you, I'll look into that. I hope I won't forget it. But they're a little bit in an energy where they are quite afraid of everything. Well, I don't know that, but they're definitely having very, very intense negative thoughts about, and I don't know, but they are not able to think about, for example, like for about anything else. They're consumed by it. I'm literally hearing that word again, and when I mention it, it's like I'm getting a little bit of a headache, like almost like above my eye, between my eyebrows. If it's significant, it's like above my left eye. Don't I have anything? Oh no. Okay, anyway. I'll, what's the word? What's the flippin' word? I'll make it. I'll get through it. I can handle it. I mean, headache is not really the worst what I've experienced. It can get worse, especially if everything is happening at once. So, can I have a clarifier for the Knight of Swords? Like, where is this directed? What does the Knight of Swords right now talk about? If you, by the way, just heard like sounds in the background, it was like a fire crackling and starting to, well, not vanish, but dissipate. I think that's the word. I'm not sure. And I kind of don't care right now. Okay. Can I have a clarifier for the Nine of Swords? What's the Nine of Swords talking about? What are they afraid of? Okay, too many. Okay, but we do have Ten of Swords and Three of Swords, so it could be a reminder of like how they, for example, have been like, I like how, well, like it's I see here, oh, look at that, the mirror here is broken, and both are like having like something red, so like a red book, I think. So this is about heartbreak, and a Ten of Swords is like the ultimate betrayal, or like a feeling of like everything, like things cannot get worse, so it's even worse than the Nine of Swords, like nightmares having come true. Feeling torn to pieces, like your world is shattering, but it's not really heartbreak, it's just like almost despair. Like feeling like the Ten of Swords is literally the card of like things cannot get any worse than this. Even if the worst was already over. But here we also have like this mirror that's broken, as if like they just can't deal with themselves. Huh. I feel like, okay, I feel like I need to take it. I feel like this is talking about, and look at this, Two of Cups at the back of the deck, so I feel like they have lost you, and since this is talking about like their feelings and stuff like that, or maybe this is talking about a past person, but I'm not necessarily seeing that, but I do see like a representation here of like them being so, like maybe they are so afraid of the past happening again. Why did I, by the way, put it like that, like Ten of Swords was before? Okay. Like they may be so afraid of things in the past happening to them, in the same way that they did, for example, like the way that they treated you, the way that things have turned out. They may be afraid that they're going to receive karma for that. I burped for a moment because that is something that I can do. I don't really apologize for that anymore because it's like I can't help it. It's I literally can't, because it happens almost at least once every hour, maybe even more. So it's I can't help. But that, anyway, I'm just saying that because people, you just all gotta have to deal with that. I also have a body and stuff like that. I don't just have cards in hands and a table underneath. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try again. Oh, that was a reminder, like, okay, yeah, okay, anyway, that was a little bit of a reminder for myself to get out of my head. I even heard with one person before, like not on my channel, but that they thought that the burp was cute, that burping from a reader or something, that it was cute. And they were like, shit, that was not supposed to be in there. Anyway, for the slightest amount of you know who I'm talking about, but I don't think a lot. It's been a while. Anyway, I feel like they're just very much like maybe not only afraid of what could happen next, but also like being reminded of the past. No, it's the other way around. Like they're not just being reminded of the past and just very like tormented by their own actions, but they're also afraid that things are going to happen in the same way for them, or that they cannot move on from this. Like they really regret their actions, and they're really burdened by it. Like they notice what they've lost. So I do see this person being like completely like in the mind space of like, I've lost everything. I've lost the one that I love. I've lost the one that I cared about. Okay, so let's see, what else do you need to know about this person? So if you want to know whether they regret their actions, well, yeah, like, I don't know how to even say it, but it's like, they are not happy with themselves. They are not happy with how things turned out. They are not happy that they can't change the situation, or that they can't change the past, or at least even ignore the past anymore. I feel like they're right now really reminded of what they can't change. Like, for example, it's like nightmares or like imaginations, like fears or illusions in their head, like popping up, like, and reminding them of everything that's gone wrong. You know, like they can't even ignore it, even if they wanted to. Like, and then they will realize how much of an opportunity it is for them to actually, instead of avoiding the truth, to actually reclaim it and to understand that they were only doing that because of their own pain. Doesn't excuse anything that they did, but at least it brings themselves toward healing. Because if you use pain or against pain, then you are not going to solve anything. Like, other than, for example, like the feeling of justice or karma. But if you want this person to not be the person that they used to be anymore, like, if anything, just wish them healing and forgiveness. You do not need to forgive them, but if they find themselves and they're able to forgive themselves for what they've done, they can actually heal from that and know what they shouldn't do anymore. And if they're able, because it's something like hurt people hurt or whatever, and I guess that this is also the situation. They wouldn't have done it if they noticed how important you actually were. Like, yeah, like they regret everything. Like, I'm not laughing because it's funny, but it's like the worst of the worst is almost like their thoughts. So if there's anything like karma happening, it's their own pain and suffering over the fact that they have fucked up. That I can say for sure. Now, anything else that you need to know about this person? They're not really doing well. I mean, they're going toward, you know, a better place. But they cannot, like, if they will listen to this right now, like, they would not agree that they are very happy or that they will be going to a happier place. Like, they possibly cannot see that yet. Like, they do see that change is up in the air, and that they have the choice to move forward. But right now it's like, you know, it's kind of feels like one-way street, I feel called to say, but I don't even know what that means right now. Kind of lost. Okay, so can I have anything else? So Spirit, what does group 4 need to know about this person? So can I have anything about, like, why they're, like, catching feelings for you? Okay, with the Ace of Cups together with the 5 of Swords. Like, the message that comes through right now is, like, they noticed what they lost, but they noticed what they lost, but that was only after you were gone. Like, the 5 of Swords is, like having arguments and fights or whatever, and not to be, like, to look for solutions, but to just be right, to just have an argument, and to just have something going on, to have, like, some sort of heated conversation or something. It's not really for a good reason other than to fulfill your own kind of sneakiness in regards to filling up your ego or feeling like you're right and they are wrong, you know, something like that. But they feel like they've noticed how they never actually really liked that in the first place, so they did that to protect themselves or whatever, or to feel better about themselves. But I feel like there is something a little bit shaky about this kind of theory, I would call it, with the Ace of Cups and then the 5 of Swords. So, like again, like, the message that immediately popped up is like, I noticed that I lost you, but it was already too late, you know, something like that. So they noticed, like, my gosh, I've been spending all that time spitting bullshit onto you, you know, onto group 4, and only to realize that I never, that hurting them was what actually brought them to leave, you know, as if like they were not even realizing that they were hurting you in the first place. They were only really observing it from a completely different point of view, where they could not even see other people's pain, but they could only see their own. So they thought that they were maybe trying to like make you understand something about them, and to you it has felt like they were not at all even listening to what you were saying, and they were only desiring to have their own shit figured out or whatever, but not really look into how you were feeling about it. And I mean, it's not really, you know, nice, but I can, like, just as me, I can understand in my own way that pain can make you act in I mean, many people would understand that, but I feel like what they don't know is what they can't know. So it's not like they could change things, you know, even if they wish they could. Like, they know things right now. Know that now that the war is over, now that the battlefield is so clear, now that everything is kind of faded away, it's like it's so quiet, and they are only left with their own misery, and not really, like, they can't really undo what they've done. And they were revealed, and they have been revealed to their own doings, to their own actions. And then they suddenly realize, like, oh, well, I'm a piece of shit, you know, like that. I don't know whether they literally thought that, but I can tell that they were like, what, why? Like, they were questioning to themselves, like, why did you even do that? Like, almost like only to just kind of like throw it out there and not really have any concern for the consequences of those actions because of the pain. Okay, throat. I'm doing okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so so this is like why they caught feelings for you, and well, all I can say is, like, they didn't realize your significance to them. They're like how important you were until you were gone. So I feel like this actually happened after you bid goodbye or something like that, or after you left them, or after you were gone, like whatever the case. I do not feel like the two of you are really in communication. And if you are, then I feel like it's very distant communication. It's like they're very scared to talk to you because they notice that you are a lot more grown up, or a lot that you have changed your perspectives on supporting them. Like, you can only do that when they are able to support themselves as well. At least that's kind of how it comes across, what I'm feeling at the moment. So anything else that you need to know about this person? Like, what do you really need to know right now about this person? What is, like, important for you to know? I'm hearing, like, what you definitely need to know is that they did it all out of their own misery. They didn't want to cause you any harm. Like, they would have, like maybe they only caused harm because they felt like they would lose you, or they felt like maybe they weren't taken seriously, but eventually realized that you were never even considering those approaches that they had in their head, like how they were, for example, like fighting with themselves. Like, for example, what I sometimes do, which is assume that there are people out there who are going to bullshit in the comments, which I mean, yes, it's quite possible, but for more than not, like, I've been only receiving much support and love So it's like, is it really a reflection of reality, or is it just a reflection of my own whatever going on? So it's not necessarily that I need to explain this right now, but it's like I project that onto people because I think like, oh, they don't love me, or they don't whatever. And then it's like, you know, this is kind of what I'm feeling with this person. So they, for example, they knew that they have feelings for you, but all they could think about was being hurt by you or you leaving them. And eventually their fear of that was exactly what caused you to leave them, sort of. What else do you need to know about this person? We have the Queen of Cups. Okay. The Queen of Cups is like a very, I'm just going to explain the card right now. The Queen of Cups is a very empathetic and loving and nurturing kind of energy. She's very intuitive and really likes to dive deep into the emotional realm. You know, like, it's how do I even explain it? It's also very connected with intuition, like she has like High Priestess kind of vibes, but also like that motherly kind of love kind of vibes. Can I have a clarifier, please, for the Queen of Cups? We have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let's see. Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords, deceive, manipulation, or secrecy, hiding away. Then we also have the Knight of Wands, which is like pursuit of dreams and passions. And not hiding or shying away from a challenge or something like that. I don't really get it. Just a moment. Spirit, can you please give me a little bit more information here? Oh, okay. The first messages that I'm getting is that they're being a lot more compassionate with the things that they are not very open about, like, and they may notice how that has actually been the thing that has been keeping them away from their own authenticity and vulnerability, which is them feeling the need to protect themselves and hide away what they actually desire, so they are not so you may not know this person as being vulnerable with you because this person has felt like that is the only thing that can actually hurt them. And now it's like they're a lot more compassionate and patient with themselves toward that process of like illuminating the fears and illuminating what actually is, and the reasons and the motivations behind their hiding. And it's actually just because they want they want like a flow or like a flowy and relaxing kind of atmosphere, but every time they feel like they're being disrupted in their own space, as if they cannot be themselves, as if they cannot share what they like and what they desire and what they want to pursue. So maybe their life choices or their pursuit, like, or approach toward people or something has been made fun of, or them as a person, but also their hobbies. I don't know. And it feels like they're like, I'm seeing this, like, it also feels like almost like nurturing like the inner child in some sort of way, like the inner child that felt like that they needed to prop it up, or like really what's that word, crop, no, to really oh, I'm hearing noise in the background. That's my washing machine. I'm seeing that this person is just showing or taking the first steps in compassion. But I don't necessarily feel the first steps. I feel like they need to first connect with their intuition a lot more before delving or diving a lot deeper into things that they are uncertain of. So they first try to embrace a little more of a loving approach toward themselves and toward their own body in a way. So who is catching feelings for you? Someone who has definitely been burdened, and I mean, it's almost like, I don't want to say it, but it almost sounds cliche, at least to me, because we are still human beings, and we still, we're just doing what we think is the best that we're doing. So I cannot really, like, especially like as I am like unbiased, like I can't judge them. I can definitely say like, that is very good that you brought yourself out of the situation that you were in with this person, because it was hurting you more than bringing you any kind of anything, honestly, like healing, love. It just felt like one huge disappointment in spent energy. Well, not necessarily for everybody. It just feels like you are talking with a ghost of the past, or communicating with a ghost of this past, and not really someone who is actually in their, like, has really come closer to their own self in a way. Now, let's see what else you need to know. Anything like last messages that you need to know about this person, about this connection, anything else that is going to happen for you, for them, whether it has to do with this connection at all, like, you do you. So we have action. Awaken the warrior woman within. There was also a card that said something about action, right? I know that for sure. Okay, like, I feel like I've heard that word before, action, like maybe in the Panther card. Now I need to know. Now I'm too curious. No, that's a spider. That's least of my okay, that's okay. Action, active. Yeah, Panther. Okay. Awaken a warrior woman within, like, whether it is significantly or is specific about like a woman or whatever, it's maybe a female energy at work. So for example, like closing or coming closer to their own intuitive self or whatever, or just their feminine energy. I just put a stone there because there was some sort of nude art, whatever, going on. Like, I don't necessarily mind in such kind of depictions, but I've heard that YouTube is a little bit of a pain in the ass, so I don't want to jinx or anything like that for this reading. So this could be talking about like taking action toward the things that are important right now. I do not feel like it's taking action toward each other. I mean, it could of course be, depending on how far both of you are in this kind of journey. So if this person has not been at all like this toxic whatever going on, but just has been hiding away all of this and not really sharing who they were or are with you, then I feel like they could be opening up a little bit about how things have been a little bit hard for them, or how they have been struggling quite a lot to understand that you are never the problem, but they were projecting, not that, how they were like expecting you to be the problem, or how they thought that you will be a problem for them in the future. I don't know, but Nine of Water, your wish come true. Concerns fade away, a love of life. So this is about like absolute I'm hearing the word apology, absolute apology. Okay, let's just not question anything. A Nine of Water is about like this, well, not just, it's not accomplishment, it's like this feeling of satisfaction, like being very happy and grateful for everything that you have in your life. It's like the feeling of like it's not necessarily dream come true. It's like, I never thought that I could have all of this. being very grateful, happy, and proud of the things that you have, and or what you are. Let's see. So this could also be about this person. So, for example, things going well when it comes to this person. So if you want to know like what is going to happen with this person, if you want to communicate or be in contact with this person or have anything going on, then it could be going toward a better direction where both of you are very satisfied or happier than you at least were before. But that is depending on whether you actually want that or not. This reading is not going to tell you whether that is going to happen, if, for example, or especially if you are not ready for that. Or if you don't want it, then, I mean, why still be here? But, I mean, that's your choice, right? And now the last card with balance. Feel your emotions. That's exactly what's going to happen. Number 61, or number 7, number 9, number 6. Okay. So, yeah, that's definitely what they are doing. Feeling their emotions, being more... trying to feel a little bit more in tune with what is happening inside. Whether this is for both of you or not, like this is definitely for them to clean out the messes and to actually not shy away from the turbulences inside their heart, and to really approach that with, I'm hearing bravery, with confidence, I don't know, but approach with knowing that it is important to look at it, because if not handled at all, then it will go out of control. Jesus. Okay. I mean, he has nothing to do with that. I mean, Mr. Jesus, but still. Now, that's all I have for you. So thank you so much for being here. Do not forget to like this reading if you enjoyed it, so I know what you guys are interested in and what I can lean towards making in the future. If you have any suggestions or ideas for other pick a card readings, you can comment them down below so I'll be able to acknowledge them. Also, if you want to support me on this channel, you can comment down below and let me know how this reading has resonated, and other ways of supporting me are in the description box down below if you are interested. I'm sending you much love, joy, and healing, whether it's including this person or not, because that's your choice, not... Yeah, it's your choice and their choice. Anyway, thank you for letting me read for you, and I hope to see you back soon.